Good evening. Welcome to RPG Research Applied Role-Playing Gaming Training Session. We will be learning how to play Doctor Who. Almost everybody here has never played Doctor Who before, so that we'll be going into some more details on how it's actually run. Primary objective of today's game is to learn how the mechanics work, and so we can evaluate to using this for our therapeutic games in the future. We really are thinking hard that this is one of the ones that we want to push. This and Adventures in Middle-earth. Now, here's the ums. Again, my name is John Welker. Hawk Robinson will not be here today because he is recovering from PAX Unplugged, which went pretty well. He will also start showing up on clinical role, not critical role, clinical role every other Mondays. Over here we have our storyteller / game master. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Karla McCallum, and I will be running this session of Doctor Who. Mostly introduction stuff. It should be a fairly short adventure, but really depends on how much role-playing you guys do.
It gives us plenty of time to explain the rules as we're going through them. Over here is my lovely wife.
Carolyn. And I'm Nicholas Limbaugh, trainee of sorts.
And we have online, or coming in through Jitsi. Go ahead and please introduce yourselves.
Ryan, go first.
Sure. I'm Ryan. I'm here to learn more about Doctor Who and any other tabletop RPGs that I can to enhance my GMing skills as I go along and learn to learn the ropes. But yeah.
Excellent.
My name is James. I am also a avid learner and student, and I want to just soak up this information. And I also draw on Sundays as a real-time sketch artist on the channel.
All right. So we have some pre-generated characters that we need to pick through, correct?
We do.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I'm just right now weeding out a couple of them that aren't going to play well with others for a first time through.
Oh, okay. No Drax.
Well, probably not the War Doctor.
Right.
Not the TARDIS known as Sexy.
Yeah.
Probably not Henry Avery, since I'm figuring you guys are going in a TARDIS, not a spaceship. I'm hoping one of you will play the Doctor. But
Sure. I'm sure one of us will gladly play the Doctor.
And I have stats for the 10th and the 11th Doctor at this time.
So which one's your favorite?
10.
Okay. I'll go ahead and play 10. Unless somebody else wants to play the Doctor. Anybody? Crickets?
Yep.
All right.
Crickets. Go for it.
Let's see here. Got some companions that traveled with 10. There's a surprisingly large number of them. Alright. Here's 10's card.
Well, the Doctor was very friendly. We'll definitely have to explain what some of these
Oh yes, and
Those are?
I figure we'll go over the sheet I gave you. I have a copy as well, so we can go over that as soon as everyone has a card to look at for reference. So they're pre-generated characters.
And there's a backside to both of these.
Yep. The backside is useful for your reference. If you guys want, I can give you each a second card so that you can just have one with the back side.
Oh, that'd be
As a
wonderful.
cheat sheet showing up, so you don't
Cheat
have
sheets
to.
are nice.
So you don't have to flip over. But here, I'm just handing out some random.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, James was looking for pre-generated ones that he might be able to find online.
I got all mine from the books.
I don't think you need to write them.
Or from.
Well, he's not here to receive a piece of paper from you.
Ah.
So is there a source that he should have gone through, or are we best to hold something up to the camera and let him write notes?
Well, actually, you can get them on DWAITS, but you do have to pay for them.
Okay. Why don't we select a character and I hold it up close to the camera? James, if I did that, could you
We could take a
write
Maybe
down the
send a
notes?
picture and,
I was gonna say take a picture and.
Yeah, we'll take a
and text
picture.
it to him.
Yeah, that way he'll have all the stats.
Sounds good.
James, do you have my phone number?
I have your email address.
All right.
Don't do it online.
Which email?
John Walker. It's called Sega Tail Spinner.
Okay, a Saga Tailspin. That's great. We'll use that. Ken has a pre-gen link, but our bots nuked him, and I don't have our tech people here today that know how to get past that. I might as well just do it on my phone. So which character sheet should we do?
Alright, well, I've got several characters in a. I assume you guys have seen Doctor Who, at least recent stuff. At least 10th Doctor stuff, hopefully, but at least recent stuff. I have Rose Tyler, Mickey Smith, Jackie Tyler, Sarah Jane Smith as the form that, as you know, when she was all grown up and met the 10th Doctor. I also had her card when she was younger and with her first Doctor and second Doctor. She got a different sheet for each of them.
All right, James, send me an email so I can respond back to it.
I did. I did send you an email tonight.
And my personal favorite, this is someone I wish had become a companion, but Lady Christina de Souza.
Oh yeah.
Remember at the very end of 10th Doctor, there were a bunch of specials, and she was in one of them with the bus on a sand world.
I don't know if I saw that.
I should mention that.
Jimmy D?
Particularly
Yeah, that's
and
me.
name blown.
Okay.
So I'll be honest, I actually forgot all of them. You know, I've probably have seen them.
Well,
Want me
they
to
have
let 'em-
pictures, so. And we can hold them up
Okay.
for everyone, for the others to pick from as well.
So I'll be honest,
Do
it's
it.
like because of my condition, they all sound the same.
He's cool.
So did you hear the choices of companions?
Yes. I know who Rose Tyler is, but that's it.
Mickey was her boyfriend in the beginning, and he traveled with him after a while, and then ended up in a parallel universe.
Oh yeah, he's African American, right?
Correct.
I'll be him.
No, he's African and English.
Right? that would be more correct, I suppose. He's not an American.
None of them are.
And then Jackie Tyler
Okay,
is
so-
Rose's mom.
That's who wants, right?
You want to play Mickey?
I think I'll do Rose.
Someone just said they wanted
I
to
have
pick
no
Oh,
preference.
who's someone's doing Rose?
Someone said they wanted to do Mickey, right?
Right, which is this one.
Okay. And then, anyone want to do Rose? If Mickey's there, Rose should be there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do Rose.
Okay.
I have no preferences. Hand me one blindly.
Well, does
Does it matter?
whoever else is there want one? Have a preference? There's two people on that, right?
Well, only one of them wants to play.
Oh yeah, one person's not playing.
Alright.
So take a pick.
Shuffle it around, but whatever this one is. Like I said, I really have no
Okay.
preference.
I'm probably going to send you as a couple pictures because to make the images big enough for you to read what's written.
Right, but he can also enlarge them.
Okay, so
If yours can't take high def photos, mine can.
I think mine can.
Looks new enough.
Oh, there's stuff on the back too.
Yep.
Your
That's,
cheat.
that's what the extra sheet that we sent around
Oh.
first was, so that you could use one of
Well, I
these,
guess I
gotcha.
already got
Yeah,
one.
one of those as a
Well,
reference.
no, we're not using that though.
Oh,
You're not using the character.
Yeah, you can't use this one.
But
Okay.
That's why it was just the cheat
Yeah.
sheet. So do you
So-
want this
so you didn't
for
have
this
to keep
side?
flipping back
well,
and
it's
forth
already
the
got
whole
a
time.
cheat sheet on the back, so you can give
You
that one
don't have
back.
to flip it if that.
Yeah.
That's why they gave it
Yeah.
to you.
I just
Oh,
handed
okay.
it so you didn't have to flip
No,
it
I
over
can-
again and
I can
again.
always just quickly
You can
check.
flip if you want.
That is just fine.
Flipper.
You're saying that like there's shame involved.
Like there's what?
Like there's shame involved.
No shame.
Precisely.
Let me know if these pictures actually are useful.
It will do.
Alright, and at the top
If you
of,
can't read anything, I can also read it to you off of here.
at the top of your card, there's a number up here in the top right that says story points.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know from each of you how many you have so I can give you some poker chips. Or you guys need to use tokens if you're doing it elsewhere.
At home, you need
Yeah.
Right.
15. Yes, please.
I need 8.
Okay, each of you could be a different color.
Mm-hmm.
Red, blue, or black?
Red.
8 for you?
These are heavy.
Yep.
Yeah. Doctor gets fewer because he has extra things on his sheet.
He's powerful.
How many do you need?
12.
Blue or black?
Don't matter.
And Mickey Smith gets 12.
Here's his 12. And actually, it'll be easier for us to keep track if we put the story points just out here so we can keep track of them. Because you'll need to sometimes.
You want them
may
out
need-
here?
Yeah, because you may need his, specifically his. Because you may need to pool your story points. And it's easier
Okay.
to.
Well, his character sheet's right there, so we'll put it on top of
12?
that.
Or do I put it next to my character?
Yes, 12.
Excellent. All right.
Have you gotten the email yet? Or whatnot?
James, did you receive the email?
Yes, I did.
Are the images useful?
Yes.
You can read them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we should really try to get him a picture of this. Or you can go and download this because this is part of the free 11th Doctor upgrade pack that you can get on DriveThruRPG. They give you this and some character sheets and stuff to basically expand. If you bought the package with the 10th Doctor, you can upgrade to the 11th Doctor. So they give you one of these and some of the character sheets for the new people
Okay.
and all that stuff. So, if you want, we can take a picture, or you can attempt to go download it.
What would you prefer, James?
Picture.
Okay. This one will be better quality because it's the original. Do you want to do one side at a time or all together? I don't know.
Well, let's see what the camera says I want to do. Do the backside too?
Might as well. The front side's the one that has the most useful information that you'll want to reference, but
Just in case, I will do some.
each side of that front page, one by one.
And this is why it's always better to be in person if you can. Okay.
May I have the page back, please?
No.
You guys have a copy over there.
Oh, kneecaps. So should we go over one of the character sheets and explain what the pieces mean?
Basically, that's the plan. I figure the stuff on the page with Rory on it is pretty self-explanatory to anyone who's played an RPG before.
Okay.
And then on the inside, this one page, it goes over all the stats. So, on your card, on the top left, you have your attributes. And there are 6 of them. Awareness, oh right here actually, let me tell you something. Awareness, which is basically wisdom.
I'm going to do this for the audience's sake.
I wrote down the comparison thing. So awareness, basically wisdom, is how perceptive you are, how quickly you notice things and can spot danger. Coordination, also known as dexterity, is how dexterous you are, how nimble and agile you are, and measures your hand-eye coordination, hence the name. Ingenuity would be intelligence, measures how bright you are and quick at thinking of new and clever ways of doing things under pressure. Presence, which would be charisma, is a measure of how charming, commanding, and convincing you are. Resolve would be constitution, which determines how dedicated, committed, and strong-willed you are. And strength would be strength, shows how physically strong you are. And if you guys, and you guys will actually end up needing this. I'll give you the player's guide that you can flip through when you need to check out certain things.
Like what all those boffins and
Traits.
things are.
Traits specifically, yes. The middle one, skills. There are 12 skills, which are the character's learned abilities. Like, you know, athletics, convince, craft, fighting, knowledge, marksman, medicine, science, subterfuge, survival, technology, and transport. They're pretty self-explanatory. Story points, those are special. Story points, basically, if you look at the back side of the card, if you want to show them the back side, John, right down here is the section on story points. And
I'm going to come down here to the camera because this is not being held well and viewable.
but this is the story point section, by the way. So.
Right.
And
So is that looking good on the camera?
You can't. Yeah, there you go. It's hard to read.
yeah. But basically, you can use story points to adjust the plot or save yourself if you think you're really desperately needed to make a roll. Basically, it gives you examples on this back sheet. If you're stumped and you just really don't know what to do to advance the story, you can give a story point to kind of get me to give you a hint of where to go next. If you think that you only have one shot and you need to get it right, you can spend one of your story points to basically buy extra dice to add to your roll. The first story point you spend on the roll gives you 2 extra dice, and each one after that just gives you 1 extra die. And you can use as many as you want. Just keep in mind you might want them later. I was close, I nearly didn't make it. You can bump your level of success. When you're rolling the dice, things will be determined between disastrous results up to fantastic results. And you can use a story point to bump it up a level. You can't use multiples on that one though. Sorry, you can, but you can't bump a failure anywhere past just a basic middle of the road success. You can, it was a scratch, you can restore half of your attribute levels that have been lost due to injury or conflict. When you get injured, you'll lose points off of your attributes temporarily. And it'll decrease how effective you are in a lot of things. It's best to just avoid taking actual damage. Sometimes you don't have a choice, but in this game
That's always better.
there's usually a way to avoid it. if you can think of it. If you've gotten instructions, like this doctor, this one on the back, you can use a skill point to basically gain an extra skill, or be able to use a skill you don't really have. So like the doctor said, hands the screwdriver to Rose and says, put it on setting 11 and it'll open, or cut through barbed wire, or whatever, whichever setting that was. Stuff like that. He tells her how to do it and then she can do it. So you can use a story point to have someone else tell you how to do something that they can do that you can't. Let's see here. What you're building? You can build a gadget using an existing gadget story point. And we'll read about story points here in the near future, or gadgets in the near future. But you can build one to basically use it in a way that you wouldn't normally do so. Hang on, I have an idea. Would be make a minor change to the plot or story for a temporary advantage. I would have to approve it. You can donate some of your story points to another character, and you can do it, I know you can, to help them out. Basically, it'd be in some form of you're giving them a speech, or you're persuading them that they can do it. Yeah.
Pep talk.
Yeah, pep talk. Or do something remarkable. This one is a big one, and whenever this has been done in games that I've run before for this, it's been pretty awesome. But basically, everyone can pool story points, and if the GM decides it's enough of them, then you can do something really major, like a serious plot twist.
Like resetting the sprinklers on an abandoned hotel.
Or like getting the vortex manipulator on the wrist to work and send you back just long enough to stop someone from knocking the person out who was keeping the entire place from exploding that you accidentally knocked out.
Yeah, both of those are mine.
Yeah, John was there for that one.
Not surprised.
I was the one who knocked him out, and they had to go
Yeah.
back in time
and
just to stop me.
almost blew up the world. So that one is a big one, and there's another time that's been used, but I won't tell you because it was the last time I ran this adventure. So.
Okay. Spoiler alert. Spoilers, darling.
It was really cool. So I'm looking forward to see how you guys work through this adventure. All right, so that's story points. Now, back on the front, you've got your personal data. Each of you should read this and just re-familiarize or familiarize yourself for the first time.
Is that
with this
visible on the
character.
camera?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Hold still.
Don't move. No, stop moving.
It's hard. It's easier said than done,
I
unfortunately.
don't think he's trying to move.
This breathing thing is killing me.
That
I hope
heartbeat
not.
really makes you shake.
Well, technically, yes, due to how free radicals work and how oxygen is reactive and stuff. So
Why are you
yes, the
seeing out the
breathing is killing
doctor?
him.
Okay. Anyways.
But yeah, so basically it just tells you your personal goal at this time. Like some characters have a different story sheet depending on which doctor they're traveling with because they have changed over time. So they're better in some places than they were before, or maybe what they actually want has changed. And then there's description and a basic background on the character. Alright.
Geronimo!
Yep. And then as you move down, you go to stuff. That is where you would find gadgets and whatnot. And gadgets are something your character has, like some characters might have a vortex manipulator, or a sonic screwdriver, or
Psychic paper.
Or if you had any weapons or armor. Usually that's more for unit play, because there's large sections on playing as unit characters.
Or you're doing the Victorian one.
Mm-hmm.
Where everybody's got at least a derringer or a rapier or grenades.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of grenades were those?
And there's actually a lot of information on how to do different weapons. Like this is my personal cheat sheet. This whole section is how to do damage from different types of weapons. Everything from fists to swords, knives, guns, rifles, shotguns, yeah.
Dirty looks.
Lots of different stuff. But gadgets you can use they come with their own story points that you can only use with them when you're using them, to like suddenly make it so that what you have will do something it doesn't normally do. Like sometimes the doctor will use a sonic screwdriver in a way that doesn't usually work, but he's like wiring it into the console or something, and that would be using a story point to make it so that you could do such work with it.
As long as he's not trying to open a wooden lock.
The number down at the bottom of stuff is your tech level. That determines basically your planet of origin. What tech level you originated in. I believe 5 is our current time. 10 would be the time of the Time Lords. And they actually do have a whole section where they go through what they all are. But I do not have that written right here right now, so. And traits. That's the other big one. Your traits, down here in the bottom left, are special things that you can do. Like, I'm going to look up a couple of these and just read them to you. This is, if I had a working printer, which I don't right now, and I want to shoot it, but I would have printed these out so that you guys would just have them written on cards, but right now I've got several books with them in it, so you can pretty much each have a book, so you can look up the traits if you're not sure what they are. But like the one I'm looking at, Jackie Tyler has face in the crowd. So that one is a minor good trait. Basically says, some people are so unremarkable in manner and appearance, or so comfortable in foreign places and with alien cultures, that they just fade into the background. As long as they're not dressing like a clown or doing something that'll attract attention, no one will take any particular notice of them. The number effect is it adds 2 to your subterfuge skill roll to sneak about and not get noticed. In normal situations, people simply just ignore you and leave you alone, so you won't attract the attention of guards or something like that, for the most part, unless they're seriously on alert. But each of these have different traits, or different information, like lucky. Should be right there, but it's not. Anyway, so you have a lot of traits on yours, and I'll give you these books so that you can look up the ones you use. And that takes us into how you actually roll your dice, and why and when.
Oh, rolling your dice, you mean this thing? The attribute
Yep.
plus skill plus trait.
That is correct. And that's also written on the River Song page of this handout. At the very top of it. But it's also written on the back of your sheet. But basically, when you roll dice, you roll, you get whatever your attribute number is. So if you're rolling with presence, so you're trying to use your charisma basically, plus a skill or a trait. Well, in her case, she would probably use maybe face from the crowd or something like that to convince someone that she's not important or something like that. That they can just, these are not the people you're looking for. Move along. And you add that plus a skill, and then plus a trait plus a skill, and the skill would be one of the center ones that happen to go along with what you're doing. In that case, it would probably be convince. And so you add those 3, and then you roll 2 6-sided dice in order to then get the result. And as I said, you can use story points to add more dice to your roll. And you can sometimes do that afterwards. But you do that.
There we go.
It's going to be 7 for her. 7 plus her 4. So 11 plus 3. So 14 to convince someone to leave her alone. Oh, plus facing the crowd plus 2. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, sorry.
I should mention one minor thing. Average roll of a d6 is 3.5, so average 7, but trust me, even though it may be 7, you can get anywhere from as low to 2 to 12.
Yep. And so yeah, that's that's how those roles work, and that's going to be how you roll for everything when you're searching for things, when you're trying to talk to people, when you're dealing with technology, when you're trying to clean something, or everything you do basically. And when you do so, you get levels of success. I have a list of difficulty ratings, and in the module, sometimes it lets me pick how difficult something is, and sometimes it just sets the difficulty, as usual. But then you get levels of success. So
Modules come with the books, or are they bought separately?
well, if you buy the set that I have, which comes in
A box set.
this box. So that's the back side, of course it is. Here's the front side. This box. Wrong side? That side.
There. There you go.
This box comes with, actually a lot of things. It comes with this pamphlet that I was showing you. It comes with a bunch of character sheets, like 10, 15 characters, and some blank ones. And it comes with this player's guidebook, which is really easy and quick for looking up anything you need to know. And it also comes with the Game Master's Guide book. So one for your players to use, one for you.
Okay.
That's cool.
So it's a really good set. It's the 11th Doctor set. If you get the 12th Doctor one, it's just a book. It has character sheets in it, but they're in the book on the last few pages. So you'd have to run them through a photocopier to use them. So I recommend the 11th Doctor set.
And of course, it's too soon for the 13th Doctor set to come out.
Yeah. Oh, and the 11th Doctor set fixed a lot of things from the 10th Doctor set, which was their original. And it also comes with this adventure book.
Uh-oh.
This has 2 adventures in it and a bunch of adventure seeds. So 2 full adventures that you can just run flat out modules, and then a bunch of basic ideas and some easy ways to incorporate things into your own quests. Basically, it gives you an idea of, like, one would be, gives you a huge description, endless desert, and then it says things to do, action scenes, problems, how to continue it into another area. So that's just for the seeds. The adventures have, like, 12, 13 pages. It's a good place to start. We're actually starting with the second one in here, because the first one takes a very long time.
And what's the second one called?
Second one is called, I can't tell you what it's called yet.
It's a spoiler
It's a
alert.
spoiler.
Okay.
The first one is not a spoiler. It's called Night of the Comet, but we're not doing that one.
I did that one.
Yes, you did. It's one of the reasons we're not doing it. But the other reason is it takes a very long time to get through. But it is very fun, and maybe we'll do it again sometime. But this one is a good one as well, and it should be quicker. And easier to focus on learning the game, I think.
I feel like I should have went back and watched more of his episodes recently, so I'd have him down. I'll make do.
Okay, so here is the player's guide. So someone can use that one to look through stuff. And
Oh, he's charming and a face in the crowd. No, attractive and charming and a face in the crowd.
He is all encompassing.
there you go. And you can actually use this GM book as well. I marked some of the useful pages. I may have to borrow it from you every once in a while, because I didn't mark pages in the one that I actually used.
Mm.
But I did make notes for my cheat sheet, so. But in that one I have them marked where the traits and stuff are, so you can actually look them up.
One of the things I'm noticing about the character sheets, for example, I have attractive, but it doesn't say whether it's attractive in itself is a minor good. Some of these are minor and or major goods, but I don't see them labeled on here. I don't know if that's because all the ones on here are one or the other already.
They probably are. Although if they're not labeled, it's generally the lowest version of good, or I think the bad ones are all marked as bad, honestly.
Adversary must be a bad. Yep. I'm assuming my adversary is major because he's the doctor.
You have a lot of them. I think you should have a lot of them. I switched it out. I'm going to use River Song's card for my reference now because it's actually printed right side up on both sides. The other one is printed upside down on the back side, and it gets difficult.
You want to look at your traits?
Oh, some of you have gadgets. Let me know what gadgets you have.
I have a superphone.
None.
Doctor should have.
I have sonic screwdriver, psychic paper, and of course the TARDIS.
You need to use that book real quick and tell me how many story points each of those has.
Okay.
Sorry, my story points are in the same bag as my gadget cards, so.
So gadget traits.
Yeah. Sorry, book.
Is gadgets in the stuff category?
Yes.
Yes.
I have none.
A lot of characters don't have any, but like the doctor always does, of course. And oh yeah, Rose has a phone because the doctor made it all fancy so she could call home from anywhere in time.
Okay, psychic paper gives me 1 story point.
Okay, one for your psychic paper.
Okay. Sonic screwdriver has 2 story points.
Do you want different colors or?
No,
Right,
just
good.
keep them in order.
Okay.
And the TARDIS probably has 30.
I'm not sure you actually get any for the TARDIS. It's just something you have.
Yeah, I don't know if the TARDIS is actually listed in here as a gadget.
Yeah, in these ones,
No.
it shouldn't be. Not until you get into the ones where you're making your own TARDIS and whatnot.
Superphone. Pad minutes, sample gadgets. So, I don't see superphone in this particular book. Is this the 11th Doctor?
Yeah, that's the one that comes with the set. But let me see here. This book has much more of them in it. I think this one actually has all of them in it.
Just cold.
Yeah.
Grab
Well, I would probably between psychic paper and screwdriver. It should be like 1 story point for a superphone. 2 at the most because it makes a
Yeah.
screwdriver.
It shouldn't be much. Some gadgets don't actually have story points though. They just allow you to do specific things. Here we go.
Put you back on traits.
26. Passed it by like 5 pages. Gadgets. There's things like the squareness gun for Captain Jack, a data pad. River had that in one episode. Lockpick, the electronic AI lockpick, engineer's mate, Lincoln's eraser, hallucinogenic lipstick. River and Sarah Jane both have those. Got that rear view.
What happens if you mix them?
Sonic screwdriver, vortex manipulator. Yeah, the superphone is just basically it's a phone that's programmed that it allows you to call home at any point from
Anytime.
any time. Yes, and it calls the correct time for you. I don't think it has any storage points though. All right. If you take a peek at those traits though, so that you have an idea of what they do.
That's what
No,
I'm doing.
she's
You know
telling
where
you
you
to
can
look
use them.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. First time I played this game, I had an alien armada about to attack Earth, and so I put the TARDIS on the deck of the main ship and kidnapped the admiral of the armada, and then went back out into space so he could see his entire armada. Then I opened the door and says, "You can leave at any time." Or we can negotiate this.
Now, Doctor Who's all about negotiating. Oh, which actually leads me to one more thing. Here we go. Okay, so on the back of your card where you've got all the cheat sheet stuff,
Extended action summary?
Extended action summary.
Okay, put this on camera.
So first, establishing the scene, that's what I do when I tell you what's going on, what you see, and what's happening around you.
Let me know if I actually get this on the camera in the right spot.
Yep.
Yep. And then second is establishing intent. That's basically where you guys talk amongst yourselves and figure out what you're going to do. And then you take actions. Now, when you take actions, this is why establishing the intent comes before taking actions. So basically you say what you're going to do, and then actions come, because everyone who is doing something that is just talking gets to go first. And then runners, people who are going to just move, get to do what they're doing. And then people who are doing something that doesn't involve combat or attacking anything, need to fix something or anything like that, they get to go. And fighters go last, because it's Doctor Who and it's about negotiating your way out of stuff when you can. Fighting is the last resort. Now, if something happens during the turn, like say you were planning on fighting, and then everyone else in your group ran away, you can in fact change your action to something that if you haven't taken your action yet, you can change what you were going to do based on how the situation changes. You can't go back and undo things you've already done.
Right.
But if you're doing anything farther down than where we currently are, you can change it.
Does this doctor know Venetian Aikido?
No, he doesn't use it actually.
Only 2 of them have used it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. You can, however, when you are interacting with something, or when something is interacting with you, I should say, you can use your reactions. And you can technically take more than one reaction if more than one thing is being attacked towards you. But most of the time, you don't have to, because if you're moving to dodge, say, a weapon blast, it considers you still moving for the next weapon blast. So you kind of have, I'm trying to remember what it was. You get to, basically you get a bonus on it though.
Because you're just constantly moving.
Because you're
right.
already moving. And each consecutive time you do it, you get, I think it's a +2 to your roll. So, but you can roll for arguing, convincing, intimidating, combat, sneaking, and hacking as a reaction, basically.
You know, I know I have a spoon in one of my pockets in case I get attacked by a sword.
I do got one quick question. It's on stuff. My stuff says none, but that just mainly means like super fancy gadgets, right? Not like more mundane stuff.
Yeah, you have normal.
You have your
You'll
wallet,
have
your
loose
pocket knife,
change,
or
you'll have what you have in your pockets, basically.
Okay, because it also says I got resourceful pockets, so just
that
making
means
sure.
you can find slightly more exotic things in your pockets.
Okay.
like a Swiss Army knife with a flashlight.
Yep. I think that covers it all.
Or conveniently a pair of wrenches when we need to break a padlock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to roll to see if you actually have the
Yep.
thing that you're looking for in your pockets.
But I might.
Yep, you might.
Madame Pompadour's hanky.
Madame de Pompadour.
Yes.
Alright. So, does anyone have any questions about how any of what we just covered works? I mean,
James?
we'll get more into it as we go along, but...
Looks like we
I
lost
have no
him.
question.
And we lost our observer. Okay.
Does James need his traits?
You need any of your traits explained to you?
Oh yeah, because we have all the books. So what traits do you... Well, we can look and tell him what each of the traits do, considering we have his
Oh, we have a
card
schedule here.
here.
Okay.
Oh.
You have no gadgets,
So you don't have to remember what
but
to do.
you are brave. So, and I'll wait for somebody to read it.
Yep.
Whoever finds it first.
Brave. The character is hardened to the terrors of the universe. Effect +2 bonus to any resolved roll when the character needs to show courage. Note cannot be taken with the cowardly bad trait, though individual phobia bad traits can still be purchased.
Face in the crowd.
That's the one I read for Jackie Tyler as an example. But
Do you
that
want me to
one
read
gives
it
you a
again?
+2 to your... yeah, go ahead and read it again then.
Some people are so unremarkable in manner and appearance, they just fade into the background. Effect +2 to any subterfuge skill roll to sneak about and not get noticed. In normal situations, people tend to leave you to go about what you're doing. Note cannot be taken with a distinctive bad trait.
Friends. Preachers.
The character has people they can call upon for information or help. Effect a minor friend is a reliable source of minor information or limited aid, like an old school buddy or a local policeman. Major friend is more reliable, has more accurate information, and can provide major resources or aid, like unit or even Torchwood.
So you basically get to pick your minor friend. Although I think Mickey's... Does it say who it is?
And his friends is preachers.
Oh, the preachers. That's in the alternate universe.
So they're probably not useful at this
they're
time.
probably not useful at this time.
But any church-going leader should
Yeah.
be useful for him. Okay,
Yeah.
Lucky.
Oh, I was open to Lucky. Oh, Lucky is...
It's, if you roll snake eyes, you get to roll it again.
Lady Luck is on your side. Call it a fluke, call it chance, but fortune is smiling on you. Traffic lights just changed at the right moment to give you a chance to get through. They managed to roll under the blast doors before they closed, and they flicked their right switch to restart the ship's engines. Every day is their lucky day. You're lucky. Simple as that. If you roll 2 1s on your dice, snake eyes, you're probably going to fail. At least normally. But if you roll snake eyes, you get to re-roll them both. If you get them again, you have to keep them.
Quick reflexes.
The character is fast to act when things happen, reacting to situations almost instinctively. Affects the character always goes first in their round action unless taken by surprise. If more than one person in an action round has the quick reflexes trait, the character with a higher relative attribute goes first. Note cannot be taken with the slow reflexes bad trait.
Technically adept.
Character has an innate connection to technology and can sometimes fix things just by hitting them. They're skilled enough to operate and repair most things with limited tools, taking half the time it normally takes. Often, if the device stopped working within 30 minutes, it can be restarted just by thumping it, like an NES. It may not last long, but hopefully long enough. Technically adept trait provides you a +2 to any technology roll to fix a broken or faulty device, and to use complex gadgets or equipment. It also applies to any gadget crafting, jiggery pokery, and can be combined with boffin.
And tough.
The character is more damage resistant. Effect reduces the amount of damage that would be deducted from the character's attributes by 2. This is after all other or any other effects such as armor are taken into account.
Cool.
Quick question on that. Is there a minimum on that? Like minimum 1 or minimum 0?
It looks like it's a minimum 2.
No, I meant
Oh.
like after modifiers, like.
Oh, if there was enough modifiers, you could take 0 damage. You
Okay.
can't gain health, but you
I was
can.
pretty sure of that much.
But yeah,
That's good to
you
know.
can bring it down to 0. So basically, they hit you, but it didn't do anything.
Okay. That seems pretty good.
And when you get hit, if you get hit, it will bring down specific attribute points. It'll, depending on how they hit you or what they hit you with.
Yep.
I have to roll to see where they hit you.
Mhm.
And
Wow, they hit me in the ingenuity.
Can they hit?
it's leg, body, armor, head, and it tells me which things to deduct if that's the case. And it gets spread between the attributes that are designated. Like if you get hit in the leg, it'll affect your coordination first, then resolve, then strength. So if you took 3 points of damage, you lose 1 point in each of those. If you took 5 points, it would just do the 3 and then go back to 4 or 5 and attach them in order.
I was thinking that there'd be like some other like weird forms of damage, like I don't know, someone insulted you really good and it hurt your pride, and you like I don't know take some damage in presence because that stung in the heart.
That would be a Doctor Who appropriate monster. I'm going to hurt your feelings.
Oh,
A lot.
There's actually basically a psychic damage option in there.
Mhm.
I don't think it comes up in any of the starter stuff, but
Oh, good, because those things sound like
but
they're
yes,
terrifying.
it brings down your I can't remember which one it brings down.
Probably awareness and ingenuity.
Awareness and I believe resolve, because that's your constitution.
Okay.
And when you drop to 0 in whichever one that is, it's really bad. Well, if you drop to 0 in any of them, it's really bad. I have details on what happens to you, but it's not fun. Alright. Any other questions, comments, or concerns before we introduce you to where you are?
Well, sometimes the best way to learn is to throw it straight in the fire.
Although, actually, will you tell each other a little bit about your character, since
Okay.
some of you are a little rusty on who the characters are?
I am the 10th Doctor, also known as the Doctor. My personality goal is to explore and help. I'm excitable, enthusiastic, and energetic, yet sometimes wistful and melancholy. The Doctor is complicated. His sense of honor and responsibility is absolute, and it sometimes seems he carries the weight of the universe on his shoulders. Background. Last of the Time Lords from the destroyed planet of Gallifrey. The Doctor is fated to travel through time and space without the possibility of ever returning home.
There we go.
Sure.
Okay, I'm Rose Tyler. Personal goal to be with the Doctor. Personality, quick thinking and resourceful. Rose is adventurous and brave, barely hesitating before leaping aboard the TARDIS. Rose always stands up for what she thinks is right, even challenging the Doctor when she knows he's doing the wrong thing.
Never.
Background. Rose lived with her mum on the South London Council estate and worked in a department store. The Doctor's parents gave her the chance to live a life less ordinary, and she hasn't looked back.
Okay, mine. Do I do personal goal first or description first? What?
Just
Top
write
to go down.
Okay, personal goal. To get away with it all. Description. We could have been so good together. Precise, mischievous, and just a little gleeful. Christina de Souza
Lady Christina D'Souza.
Well, no, there's the description part.
Okay.
Christina D'Souza is an old school thrill seeker. She loves to play games, loves to taunt death, and loves getting away with it. Background.
Great partner.
Christina met the Doctor when she was on the run. Together, the pair were transported to a distant world on the number 200 bus. Christina provided herself a valuable member of the team, her quick thinking and resourcefulness instrumental in getting them home. And of course, my character's name is Lady Christina D'Souza. That is how you pronounce it, right?
I believe it's Souza. D'Souza.
D'Souza. Okay.
Otherwise, definitely. And that was an amazing episode. And she would have made an amazing companion. And I guess we'll get to see that.
I'll try my best.
No pressure.
No pressure or anything.
All right. Mickey.
Oh yeah, that's me. It's like Stephen Hawking meets Speaking Clock. Smarter, braver, and calmer than anyone gives him credit for, including himself. Mickey Smith is starting to come into his own. He's a gifted hacker, a dab hand with a set of tools, and most importantly, has his feet on the ground. His personal goal is to become his own man, and his background, initially bitter and jealous, Mickey has blossomed and gets on with the 10th Doctor far better than his predecessor. He's ready for a few adventures in the TARDIS, even if the other crew members aren't quite as ready as they like to think they are. Reliable, dependable, sensible, and brave, Mickey's growing up and growing into his own man. Did you get all that?
Yes.
Yep.
So Mickey and Rose are dating.
Kind of.
Yeah.
At this point, they're probably off and on a little bit, but. But, you know, Rose is flirty. And, you know, as long as all the time when he was traveling with them, he didn't seem to mind. It was when she was traveling without him that he minded.
Yeah.
So I was just ripping up sticky notes to cover up the words on this map.
Okay.
And this one.
I'll have to hold up the map for a little bit. So the
Once you
audience can
guys
see it.
get there.
Is that your water?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of water, should I go quickly get some water while...
Yep.
Before we... Okay.
I'm late. Are you back yet?
Oh, this one's full of water, so...
Mm-mm. Don't drink that one.
Don't drink that one, got it.
I wouldn't use.
Oh, hello. There's time for
That's
this.
just sitting there. Those were just sitting there. I wouldn't.
Next time, I'll go get
Well,
some cups of
that
water.
one he's got I know is clean. That one is not clean. It was used to clean the table here.
Sitting there.
So you're sitting right there. And a character, do you have any males left over? And not that he has to play a male, but...
Yeah, here, just a sec. I had... Well, the two that I had out before were Sarah Jane and Jackie Tyler. Sarah Jane Smith and Jackie Tyler. Do you like either of them? Otherwise, I can find you someone.
I have no idea.
Did you watch any episodes with Rose in them?
No, I haven't watched anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what...
So it doesn't matter. You can surprise
Jackie.
me.
Jackie
Okay.
doesn't know much.
Okay.
Sweet.
Right?
Perfect.
Right? She seems kind of perfect for that role.
Alright, so you might want to read your...
Yeah, description and background.
start
and
with the
stuff.
personal goal and personality background.
And read
Okay.
it aloud for everyone,
Oh,
so everyone knows who you are.
okay. So I am Jackie Tyler. My personal goal is making sure Rose is safe and can support herself. My background is my life is as turned upside down as my daughter. due to Rose leaving with the doctor.
There you go.
After assurances from Rose that she was fine, I heard not a word for a year and blamed Mickey on having something to do with her abduction. Since Rose returned with the doctor and they both saved the world, I begrudgingly allowed her to continue to travel with him, but she still hopes that but I still hope that my daughter returns home for good.
There you go.
Okay.
And you are now traveling with the doctor and your daughter and her mostly boyfriend.
Okay.
Mickey. And a new person.
And a new person.
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
And now the official title for the Game Master in this is Storyteller or Game Master?
Game Master.
Just Game Master.
Mhm.
Okay.
That would be a big spoiler if you saw that.
Speaking Game Masters, while you're prepping, I'm going to be running games at Eagle School. It's an alternate school, and this will be a paid position.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yay!
That's very exciting. Alright.
Now I just have to convince my Wednesday table to start paying me. We'd be golden.
Oh, and you should probably know that one is Rose.
Okay.
Your daughter.
I'm the doctor, if you couldn't tell.
Okay.
Makes
Sense.
And that's the lady.
Lady Christina de Souza. I don't think I'm ever going to pronounce that right.
And the voice on the screen is Mickey,
Okay.
aka James.
Souza.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Well,
AKA your daughter's mostly boyfriend.
makes sense.
Oh, here.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Did you sign in?
No, I have not.
I will get you to sign in a moment.
Okay. These ones are always fun because they put stuff in weird
October
orders.
26th? Is that what you're looking for? Or the
It's
3rd?
7:30.
3rd.
Oh, okay. Sorry, green screen just makes certain things look weird, like the
Time Lord, experience
Like your hat.
times 10. So can I look at a book so I can look at some of my things?
In the book here, you can look up your
Traits.
traits to see what the traits.
What's the cup of water about?
Oh, the cup of water is for
Don't
you
drink
for
it.
drinking. No, I swapped out the
Oh,
bad
okay.
one with the good one.
I was just like,
I'm
what
not
was it
drinking it, but
beforehand?
you can drink it.
it's we're don't drink it.
Well,
This one you can.
Okay. Why couldn't I drink it before?
Cleaning
sick,
stuff.
Sick person drinking out of it,
Oh.
I assume,
Ah.
or cleaning stuff, or
Just something that. Okay.
don't drink
Maybe
random
someone
cups
just left
laying
it,
around.
I think.
Just want
Left
to
it,
improve
yeah.
my
You got
immune
the rest of
system.
this?
Yeah.
Not that way.
Why not? Use this book. That's so important.
It's not on the screen, so it's good.
Alright. You by any chance have a little TARDIS figurine, do you? I meant to grab one.
I'm sure
No.
Hawk has one somewhere here.
Oh, I got a blue cup.
Something we can-
Well, I mean little enough to be placed in a location on this map so you remember.
How about a
what
blue
TARDIS
dice?
is.
Here.
Yeah.
Blue dice. I'm gonna put the map out there. Well, you guys need to be able to see it, so someone's gonna have to move you around. You're gonna have to move.
Okay,
the
we can
things
do that.
around for me. And I'm also grabbing
I should have brought my mini dice though.
like these.
Yes, like those. Do we have a blue dice 6? Nope.
I Got a blue
Why do you
die,
need a
or
blue?
purple.
Because the TARDIS
You got-
is blue.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
no.
blue.
Oh, there, that
Yeah,
one.
but that's it. I got a better one.
What? I'm on back then. Thank you.
It's not the exact proper color of blue, but it's
I got a blue D20. No, that's purple.
I think he wants
it's
a
got funny
square.
symbols on it.
There's a
Yeah.
here.
I was way closer.
Oh, it's not even blue.
It is blue.
Well, it's so much closer than that.
Fine, we'll use yours.
Mine is closer.
I went with the pretty
Actually,
pictures.
ours is the same.
No, yours is kind of dark. Yours is actually probably closer than
I
mine.
feel like Rose should probably be that one.
Yes,
He's,
a
this
rose
one's
color.
all glittery though. This one's special.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Yep, this is very plain.
Make sure it doesn't actually say anywhere else on it.
Oh wait, I don't
The
get these.
nature spoiler.
If it wasn't for Hawk being asleep, I'd go ask him for a TARDIS
No,
figure.
don't you dare.
I'm not going to. He's sleeping. He needs to stay there.
Let's stick a newbie on it.
We have to be nice to people.
He needs tokens.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
He
I
needs
do.
tokens.
How many story
There's
points do you
A
have?
little number at the top of the
That's
card.
12.
Sadly, my tag is too big.
Yes.
It's 12.
You got a replica key?
Yeah.
You can just, I don't know, put a D12 and there's a die count.
That cap actually looks like a TARDIS.
But of course, having a stack of poetry
It's
is
just
better.
not blue, but it's a TARDIS.
Alright, let's see here. How many did you need? Sorry.
12.
Okay.
I like how one hand says come here, the other hand says stop. Catch!
I'm sure I could have found at least one of them.
Or two.
Ooh, yeah, if I were lucky.
Alright, this is basically just for reference to keep track of where you guys are, but I find it helpful.
Okay, we'll just put it. I will show it on the map, on the screen first.
Ah, yeah, so they can see what it looks like.
Luckily,
This camera's not on.
Because it's certain, they usually do what they say on the tin.
Alright.
I figure the doctor will probably be blue.
Can we see the screen?
Mhm.
Is it on?
That's
Yeah.
the upper floors, and then
It's-
there's the lower floor.
I should mention one thing. There seems to be some weird golden shiny effect when you shine it on the camera.
green
because-
screened.
Probably green
It's
screen.
just the paper.
There's yellow papers of paper
it's,
on
it's
it.
because I tore up sticky
Ah.
notes to cover up things I didn't want you
Okay,
to
that
see.
is that appears why it looks all golden and shiny.
Because it is. This coin looks awfully gold-like.
Alright, so colors we have are green, light blue, purple,
What do we?
red.
That's your character.
For your character, just to keep track of where you are in the
Okay.
ship in case you guys
Purple for
split up.
Carolyn.
Oh, I thought she would be a rose.
Oh, you're Rose.
Fine.
You don't have to be, but
Alright.
No, I'm fine.
I will take purple because I'm greedy.
And because you're wearing a purple shirt.
Sure. I'm purple level. What color do you want?
Is there black?
I thought black and white were probably out because it'll blend in with the
Dark.
black and white.
That
paint.
dark blue can be yours.
I'll take green.
No, then I'll take dark blue.
Okay, there's your green. Well, we'll put them on the thing.
So we're
And
putting them on the.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it over there.
would you like to be red,
Do we already have it? Oh, no, pink.
James?
Sure, that works.
Okay, you're red. Those are our characters. These will not show up on screen because I don't have an overhead camera currently that's on, and it probably would just cause
They're
us
so
to lag
tiny.
out.
Yeah, they're so
Yeah.
tiny.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
Alright, and actually I need to keep that orange one out.
The alien monster that's going to eat us.
Actually, orange is kind of
Don't
close to
trust
red.
the
I'm taking
orange
the yellow
one.
one. I'm doing yellow instead because orange was too close to red for me to see clearly from here. There.
All right, there you go.
Alright. I'm gonna have to be careful not to dump these over. 'Cause my lid is on the table. Ah. Alright, and you can put the TARDIS in the. Well, let's see.
So anyone here can do a good TARDIS
Main
sound
story.
effect?
All right, where are we landing? Docking bay?
Nope, because you're a TARDIS, you don't need to use the docking bay, so you actually show up in the it's main storeroom, which would be
Which is not on the map.
which would be one of the things I
Well, it is,
covered
but
up.
she hit it.
Oh, okay, so you have a laser pointer? 'Cause that would be awesome.
Actually, I do, but I don't have it with me.
Here,
Doesn't
just
Lachlan
use
use one?
a old-fashioned
No,
laser
it's always been
pointer.
my
and
laser
just
pointer.
point at it with a pencil.
Oh,
Okay.
I know, but it's hard for her. She can't reach.
So-
or-
Down,
Oh, fair
it's on
enough.
one of the lower two down.
Down here? There?
Yeah, that one. You can peel up that sticker because that's where you landed.
Jeez.
Store. And I lost the
It
TARDIS.
doesn't tell me which of the stores is the main storeroom, so.
Wink. I have located the TARDIS in the store. I know you can't see it on camera, but trust me, it's on a piece of paper.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, I think you can. No, that's right. Okay, good. Ha, nice. All right.
Are we all in? The
You are all in the TARDIS,
Except for the yellow guy.
except the yellow guy. Yeah.
There's just enough room.
So we need one more.
Why?
Because the blue one.
Oh gosh, fine.
She stayed behind this trip. You're a really easy roll.
Yep.
How inconvenient. Always have to leave the parking brake on.
Yep.
I can hear it. I just can't reproduce it.
Yeah.
I used to have brakes that could produce it pretty well.
That's kind of scary.
That's not a good thing.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. Alright, so you...
Play TARDIS sound.
Here is a matching video.
That was not part of sound.
There you go. Why are you stopping it?
You want to listen to the whole 1 minute 19 seconds of it?
Sounds fun.
You need to invest in heaters.
They're underneath the thing, and I don't know that they're putting out enough BTUs.
I agree with that.
I'm going to crawl under the table and see if I can.
It's
Try
very
to get
cold,
more heat out of them.
And I think I'm getting my gloves out.
Yeah, I didn't bring a jacket.
You know, it took us forever to get this place to cool down enough.
Can you store that and use it during the summertime?
Right?
And here you are, having some next level chicken skin.
Right, I know. Look at him. He needs a blanket.
No. No. Anything but that. You'll ruin it.
I would give you my
I have a jacket in the car. I don't really care.
Okay.
Do you need it?
No. I gotta build up my resistance to the cold, so that when it gets really cold, I'll be fine.
Alright.
I
Takes
would
a while.
give you my hat, but I would lose most of the heat through my head because I got nothing. Oh, it's cold.
I like the scar.
Right? Yeah.
We don't have the right doctor for that one.
I didn't
Hey,
think it
doctor.
was cool to snag a scarf.
Fourth?
Fourth Doctor. Why did I say eighth?
I don't know, because it definitely wasn't that one.
No, it definitely wasn't. Yeah, that was a weird one. Okay.
That would be McGann.
Yes.
There we go.
I don't want. No, wait. What is it?
I'll trade hats.
No. It's cooler.
Well,
It's a
good.
cold hat.
Well, that's good because this is my morning hat.
It's a good thing that certain time traveling wife isn't around because she shoots hats like that.
I don't know, because that is the card I'm using for reference.
Oh, perfect.
So, no way she's here.
You know, all I can say is I really want her to meet up with the new doctor. I want to see how that dynamic works.
Yeah. Me too. You guys have landed. You are in the TARDIS.
We did it. Okay. All right. Everybody get ready. We're going to see the Venetian beaches.
Woohoo!
Guess not.
Is anyone dressed inappropriately for this location? If you were going to the beaches, you might be.
So, I'll go change real quick.
Especially Rose, because Rose ends up dressing improperly for the location very often because they don't go where she thinks they're going to go.
Yeah. Which is probably why he's always telling her that he's going to a beach.
Maybe like the werewolf episode where
Yep.
they end up in Scotland.
Oh, that was nice and cold, too. So I go back and put on my twill suit.
Not a beach, but still looks fun. You see, when you open the door, you see a gray wall that looks kind of dirty. But the doctor can tell right away that it's a spaceship. You can feel the...
Oh, I can feel the strum of it.
in his feet.
The engines is. Well, we are definitely not at the beach. In fact, I think we're many miles above it in some sort of spacecraft.
Not that I mind. Same purpose in my book.
Not sure why code of conduct is considered a bad trait, but oh well.
Alright, so this room seems to store large equipment. Seems that anything there doesn't seem to be anything useful at a glance, just a bunch of dusty, empty storage crates. However,
I want to look around.
Alright, however, in the center of this room, because your TARDIS does not take up the entire room, even though it does in the picture.
Right.
Or on the map. Yeah, that's
Oh.
a good idea.
Did you see the picture when I put it on the screen?
No.
Sent him, so he has
Yeah,
a reference.
he's gonna send you a picture of basically what the layout looks like, so you can get an idea of where you are.
Oh, I somehow reversed my camera. I don't want to take a selfie.
At that angle.
Directly up the nostrils. It's the best ones. Oh well, I don't think the picture took. Darn it.
Can I step out of the TARDIS
Mm-hmm.
and start looking in the crates?
And actually, I would say I read that part wrong. That was for a different storeroom. This storeroom only has a it's entirely empty except for the TARDIS, and in the center of the room there is a tower of crates. It seems these crates have been piled up in some sort of strange tower that owes more to modern art than storage logistics. It is empty except for this chaotic tower, but you can, you wanted to investigate around it?
Yes.
I need an awareness and craft roll. So you take your awareness plus your craft value and 2 dice. And do you have any traits that would help you with this? You might not. You don't always have traits to put towards it.
Well, of course, this graft would technically add up to be useful.
Not in this case. They're crates. No technology.
So, what am I adding together?
Okay, you were adding awareness plus
Yes.
craft plus 2 dice, 2d6.
Okay. I have an 11.
Alright. You don't really notice anything except these are dusty and empty storage crates that have been stacked up very strangely to make a tower.
Any labels?
What labels you can see of basically is like what's left when someone rips labels off.
Oh, it's just the glue off the labels.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
How tall is it?
It goes pretty close to the ceiling.
Does it look like someone can climb it?
It basically looks like as high as someone could possibly put a box up there. But it does not look like you can climb it, but give me a awareness craft roll as well, as you're trying to see if you can climb up it. Because that is definitely something you would do.
So 13.
Alright. Yeah, it does not look like it would stay in one piece if you climbed it. It looks like it's leaning Tower of Pisa in multiple directions, so crates are stacked very interestingly, but it's like there's no order to it.
And there's no vent or anything directly above them.
No.
What's the door look like?
But if you would like to give a awareness craft roll as well as you're
Okay.
looking at it to see if there's a vent or anything up there, you may.
Alright, so my awareness is 4, plus my craft is 2, so 6 plus 6. So 12.
And do you have any traits that would go towards that?
Average strength, buff and brave, charming code of conduct, face the crowd, feel the turn of the universe, gadget, indomitable, and last kind, psychic, resourceful, pockets run for your life, technically adept, time lord, time traveler, and vortex.
Nope.
So, nope. What does the door look like?
Alright. It
So
looks
I
like-
assume we're all out of the TARDIS.
Yeah, but leave them on there because there's no space for us.
Hold on.
Well,
I have to see what.
Are we this little square here, or
Yeah.
we all this whole section?
No,
here?
that little square there.
This in here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. As soon as you leave there, you'll be able to move your things around. Hold on. There we go. I don't think any of you except the doctor are tech level 6 or higher, are you? Is doctor the only one tech level 6 or higher?
Yeah, everybody's 5.
Everyone's from modern day Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you recognize it as a tech level 6 time period, spacecraft door.
So near future, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is the door locked?
It is shut, but, let's see here. Hold on, there
Any
was a-
sounds?
Besides the strumming of the engine?
It is strangely silent, like eerily silent.
Can I hear the engine?
Except for you can feel the engine in your feet, but
Okay.
that's really all you can tell. In fact, no one else can probably pick up on the engines at all. You can because you're the doctor. You just know you're on.
Plus there's oxygen here, so something must be working.
Yeah. Let me find the door part. Yeah. Okay, so the door's closed. However, that door leads into. Which door are you checking?
The door out, there's only one door in this room, right?
Actually, two.
Because it's a storage room, usually don't have 2 doors on them.
There's 2 doors in that picture. If you move the die out of the way, you can see it.
Oh, okay, one for the inner and one for the one that goes directly to the docking bay. So I'm assuming I'm looking at the one that's going to the docking bay.
Okay. If you check it out, you can. Well, you'll probably have to scan it or something to see if it's locked. It doesn't open up when you walk up to it.
Okay. So, and is it? And because I know it's a level 6, I know it's supposed to normally just open.
Slide open, unless it's locked or you don't have access or
Right.
for another reason. Yes.
Is there a panel on the wall?
There is.
I scan with my
Just gonna panel or the door.
the door first, and then the panel.
Okay, the door. Well, what your scanner tells you, you could open it with the screwdriver.
Okay.
The panel has no power.
Can I give it power?
It's not hooked up to power. You'd have to probably
Wire
break-
jiggity.
Yeah, and the door is unlocked, and you can open it with your screwdriver.
Okay. Unlocking.
The door slides open.
Okay. Let's meet the neighbors.
And you see a storage bay, or a docking bay, right? Well, let me find the docking bay description. Right, it's a big empty room. There's that clearly connects to where a ship would dock. There is not a ship to dock to it.
Okay.
Is it open? Like we can see space open?
I believe you can actually.
So it's a force field door, not a.
No, it's a door, but I think it's that there's windows. Hold on.
I'm hoping there's something to keep us from being blown out into space.
No, the outer door is closed.
I think we would have already been gone.
Yeah. If we open the door. Oh, that was a quick adventure. Did you like your first go?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. Hey, being dropped down space is not instant death. And a miracle has to happen when somebody else flies in and rescues you.
Yeah, it's possible to hold your breath.
Or I can turn into a force user from Star Wars and...
I spend story points to go back in time to before I opened the door.
How many you spend? All of them.
Everyone spends all of them.
Well, first I'd spend 1 point to try blowing
Okay,
see
so
if I can push myself back.
So no, you.
Push my breath.
This room it doesn't. I don't think this room has a window. So it's just you see the door that you can. Looking at it, you can tell it's
And I
a door
recognize it's a docking bay.
that
Yep.
would dock to a ship if a ship came up to it.
Okay.
Would the rest of us know that?
The room is empty. You've been traveling with him long enough.
Okay,
that,
so we would know we're on a
at
ship.
least you and Mickey would. This is probably Lady DeSouza's first trip.
Space virgin.
Yeah. But I'm a little weirded out that it seems surprisingly empty. Not like stuff, but
No people.
You
yeah.
got a spaceship your first time out.
No alarms going off. No
Not yet.
robots coming to greet us.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's almost disappointing.
Yep.
If I hear the word exterminate,
So
then
what
we're
else
leaving.
is in this room? There's nothing?
Nothing, just doors, empty
Just the
space,
doors?
and more doors.
So we're gonna
panels?
go through.
There are panels by each of the doors.
So what we came in A, and then we have B, and we have C.
I think we should probably go up B towards the center.
There's also a door here and here.
Right.
So there's
To
5
go around
doors.
the
There
outer
are 5
rim.
doors here.
Right
Right now you don't know there's a ring, and you don't know where the upper one goes.
Right, yeah.
Right. So the docking wall doesn't look excessively curved, or is it? From what I'm looking at, it looks like it would be pretty flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So I got 5 doors in this room.
Yes, you do.
I'm just gonna open one of the doors at random.
Which one?
Where?
Roll a die. If
Yep.
it's random, roll a die 6.
And I'll re-roll 6s.
Like that. Like that. Almost got a third.
Door 2.
Which door?
Which is back to the door we
Which
came
is
in.
That one. That would be 1, 2, 3. No. I don't know.
One would probably.
Well, I guess we'd have to ignore 2. too.
One
Yeah,
would,
you have to
well,
ignore
actually, you don't
twos
have to
and
ignore
sixes.
2.
Oh.
Just make that the starting one. 1,
2.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Well,
so
since-
2 was just right at the.
Well, since we're not going straight back to the door we just been through, I guess we'll just roll a d4.
Oh, there
Number
you
4.
go. Number 4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. That door is not locked,
And it opens.
but remember these doors don't have handles.
No, that's what I'm trying to, see if it works like that.
It does not.
It doesn't?
Is there a panel next to it?
There is. It is not lit up.
Again, no energy. So
There
we
are
maybe.
lights in here.
So we have lights and basic life support.
However, the lights, actually no, the lights in here are fine.
Any panels? I mean, any
Fire
markings, writings on the wall, on the labels, the doors, on the equipment. There's
Okay, here.
a docking bay should have a lot of equipment in it of sorts, at least on the walls.
I actually finally found the description.
Yay!
So, alright. I read it all. I even reread
It's
it
almost
today before I
It's
came here.
almost like we regressed back in time as far as door technology.
Rust and dirt cover many of the thick metal walls and, you're not in a corridor yet. The lights are on, but they're a little bit dim in this room. Like it's on power save mode or something maybe.
Right.
Um,
It could be on sleep mode.
and
It's-
this room is entirely empty. And this, let's see, there's even dirt and stuff on, yeah, I said the walls are rust and dirt cover the wall, or a lot of the walls anyway.
I want to check my sonic screwdriver and see if I can get a reading on what time of day it is and what year it is, maybe even. Just where am I located in the time-space continuum?
Let's see, you know you're in tech level 6, which means that these doors would normally open based on a chip implant in the head, which was just like a simple, you go into your doctor, they stick
Right.
it in, you go home. I mean, it's
really
not
super simple.
considered a big deal at that time period.
Is
Oh,
this
it really
before or
happened.
after
doors
universal
that-
translators?
And doors that you're allowed to go through will just automatically open for you, and doors you're not allowed to go through won't. So doors not opening for you, the doctor would tell you, is not a surprise.
You don't have the proper chipset. But
Chips?
what I was looking for is it would it be considered nighttime here, daytime? Because if it's dim because it's in sleep mode and everybody's on their rest period.
Yeah, society
It's a
definitely
pretty
has
old
regressed.
place.
Yeah.
Well, and it probably also depends on how they're setting their day-night schedules. If it's a spaceship, technically they could set their day-night schedules to whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Have it.
Okay. Well,
But it is. Let's see. What would you consider daytime versus nighttime if you're not a planet?
awake or sleep.
Okay, you're looking for a mode that the.
Yeah.
That it might
Is
be
it this
set on?
possibly we're at a sleep mode, and most people that's why we're not seeing anybody because they're all in their bunks.
Okay, I need an awareness technology roll.
Okay. 8 plus 8, 16.
Alright, you find that the station does seem to be fully powered.
Neat.
And most of these things should automatically function. It should probably be brighter in here. Let's see here. There's the airlock does also seem I figured you'd scan.
Yes, I'm scanning all the technology that I can.
The airlock for the docking seems perfectly fine.
No leaks.
Like it could definitely be used, but it's not currently in use. And yep. And that's it. And the door panels just aren't powered at all. They're not. There's no power to any of the door panels in
Right.
this room.
But I can still open the door using the screwdriver.
Yep.
And I open the door and I wave to the lady. After you, my lady.
Oh,
Since
sure.
she was the one trying to get through it.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I'll proudly walk straight through.
Okay.
Right into a lava pit. They kept on the spaceship for no reason.
Hey, something's got to power something.
What is your color again?
Mine's blue.
You're blue?
Or like dark blue or whatever.
Okay, so I put you in the hallway. I put me next to the door. Rose is up close because that's what she does.
You see a long, curved hallway, and those of you who have been on a space station automatically recognize this is not a standard spaceship. This is a stationary ship, basically a space station. Although probably not a big one going by the curve of it.
Right. It's too tight of a curve.
Because at this point, with the giant windows where you can see out into space, the entire curve is windowed on one side.
Oh, wow.
And you can see out into space fully, and it's amazing.
Are there any ships or anything?
Slightly terrifying.
Or is it just...
And
Ships, planets,
Yeah.
space whales.
you're out of space, and you do not see any ships. Or any...
Just space.
You just see space, some space debris that looks normal.
Space!
Do I see enough of the stars to make an educated guess of what part of space we're in?
You were... Let's see here. Roll me, awareness and...
Knowledge?
Science.
Science?
Science, probably.
Okay.
You'll need to do some maths.
Okay, so 5. That's 9. And let's throw in Time Lord to allow me to know more about the area. So 6 plus 9, 18. No, that's not right.
Let me see your traits real quick.
Okay.
I think there's one that's even more specific traits.
I don't have a.
No, I suppose Time Lord or Time Traveler would work.
Yeah. So
Your choice, you can pick one.
I forgot what I rolled.
15 total.
Okay, 15 total plus whatever the Time Lord will give me, which is experience times 10.
You can, the ones, actually all of your cards you can write on with wet erase markers or dry erase markers if you have any.
Can we get some dry erase markers?
I don't know what that blue one is.
Just a random thought. I was like, actually you could put like a plus whatever on the side of
This
that,
is a
but no
dry
there.
erase.
Dry erase or wet erase, either will work fine on them.
Okay.
That's why I laminated them. So I could draw on them.
Okay. Should I write something down?
Well, you have the easy lookup books to look up what they do. The one that I actually have labels on.
Impulsive behavior. Oh, I don't know who that would be. Special traits.
That starts Pokemon for those when there's nothing to do.
Time Lords. Effect. Rarest most only to Time Lord. You can regenerate, automatic gain. Feel the turn of the universe. And vortex traits. That might be appropriate. It's also gain major gadgets. Time Lords also have a couple of bad traits. Aloof, super crazy. Untempered schism. Can do Time Lords. Okay, no time emergency, you don't need to mention first of all. Okay, so I'm basically going to have to look at my feelings of the universe, which is feel the turn. Feel the burn! I mean, turn. How do you know? Is that a special trait? It must be back in specials.
Probably.
There's a master list here.
Page numbers.
So is it a good, bad, or special?
It's special, 24.
Okay, so no.
Ooh, Time Lord experienced. Special one. In fact, trade purchase character becomes an older and for wiser Time Lord. 4 additional skill points. Okay, so they didn't do any good.
Because they're already assigned.
Yep. Feel. Well, it said 24. Help. Okay, character sees the whole space and time stretch out before them and has become attuned with its flow. The special good trait costing 1 point to purchase gives the character innate ability to sense when something is amiss or unnatural in the flow of space-time. They may not know exactly what it is, but they know something that isn't right, and the vague idea of what needs correcting. The character can sense disturbance in the flow of the universe. Something is successful awareness and ingenuity roll plus 2 bonus. The more successful the roll, the clearer the problem and potential solution can be. So that's a successful awareness plus ingenuity roll plus 2. If I wanted to feel the universe.
Alright, so what your roll was 15 though?
15 was my roll for trying to determine where we were in the universe.
Seems you are on the edge of human space for the end of the 6th tech period.
Okay, so it says the end of this, the 7th tech period is about to begin.
Mm-hmm. Possibly has already begun, possibly is about to begin.
Okay. So I'm going to roll my ingenuity plus my awareness. Wow. So I get to do 2 of my attributes together, so that's 13 plus 2 plus whatever is that, 13, 14, 15 plus 9. So 24 on whether or not there's something wrong in the universe.
Doesn't really seem so. Nothing that you can see right now, or.
Okay, so time and space itself is safe. We're not.
Well, you're on the space station that
Yeah.
seems, from these 2 rooms you've been in, fairly empty.
Okay.
And unused.
So what does this look like on this side, on the inside?
The inside of the wall. We know
Alright.
it.
Yep.
I'm so busy looking out into space. She's
Are
looking at
we
the actual area.
walking?
So on the right side of the hallway,
I'm
that
now
is the right
walking.
side, right?
Left side, as
the
we're walking.
Left side is the window.
Okay.
Right side is a bunch of doors.
Okay.
The corridor itself is littered with an array of pictures and garlands hanging from the ceiling, all at face height. The main, once you step more than a few feet out, you see this. The main decorations are all photographs of the crew. Well, you wouldn't know that. Photographs of a bunch of people. And not
Probably
not just official looking photos, but photos of people on board this space station. Photos of couples being together. Photos that look like they were taken back on a regular planet that has greenery and stuff.
I'm gonna knock on one of the doors at random, and knock. Hello, is anyone here?
Do I hear the rest of the hallway description first?
Sure.
Just in case, it's important. And a little monster eats you.
The other odd thing is the lights. In the hallway, in this corridor, the lights aren't on at all. Some of them are hanging from the ceiling, like
So it looks
Damaged.
like someone's like
damaged, very
taking
damaged.
things apart.
And along the along the outer edge, along the
Window very side.
you see a bunch of candles, somewhat evenly spaced. Just they're all lit and they're going down the corridor.
Candles?
Candles.
So we
on
know
the
someone's here. So does it look more like a shrine?
Or just emergency lighting.
It looks like it. Well, with all the pictures and stuff hanging in the ceiling, it kind of looks like it might be some sort of shrine. And as you're looking at them, it's almost like a wind picks them up and they sway.
The candles or the pictures?
Pictures.
Pictures. Oh wow. Mickey, what do you think?
I think we should leave this room.
You don't believe in ghosts, do you?
I believe it's a definite possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility. So which door did you knock on?
Well, whatever one's next to my
You were.
I'm the blue one, so I'll knock on that one. Be like,
1, 2, 3. The
Fourth
fourth
door.
door.
knock. Be like,
You're not hearing a response.
Is it
How long
also?
do you wait?
I'd only wait 5 seconds, assuming that anyone who wants to actually respond, they would have responded, but within 5 seconds.
Same kind of doors as all the other ones?
Yep.
Okay. So while he's sitting there waiting on it, I trigger it so the door opens in his face. In her face, without telling her. Yeah.
But I thought it was one of those.
It does, so it slides just out of the way.
So I can't-
No, I don't mean it doesn't open in you, but you're standing there staring at the door, waiting for it to open, and then all of a sudden it goes, shoo. Because I didn't tell you I was going to open the door for you.
Oh, thank you. But what if someone actually was inside?
We're about to find out.
Well, yeah.
Yep, I peek my head around the door.
It's freezing in here. Your head is suddenly very
I was gonna say in
cold.
here or in
I
there.
was about to say.
Little A, little B.
Sorry.
Woo!
Alright, let's see here. And
I got my jacket. Yes.
Is it warming up?
It's
at all?
definitely much
Oh.
colder in there.
I kind of feel like.
I'm sorry,
every
these
once in a while
doors
a
won't
wave of
open
heat.
automatically.
I mean, just
Oh.
like.
And you'll have to actually roll something to get them open. These doors are locked.
Oh, okay. What do I have to roll to unlock it?
Ingenuity and either technology or subterfuge.
Let's see. Technology is 4, ingenuity is 9, so
Using
13.
the override panel next to each door. So you'd have to do it for every door that's locked that you want to.
Okay, so I start with a 13 on my roll. And I just got 7, so 20.
Alright. Now the door slides open. You stick your head in. It is cold. But it looks like a very nice quarters. It looks like a room for the crew, or one person of the crew. And the room is empty of, any people or whatnot, but it's very spotless. The floors are clean, and the bed is made.
So it's cleaner than
Yes.
the other room that we were.
And cabinets.
The doctor.
Any cabinet, you can see that there's like drawers or something.
Yep. I
and
just
they're closed.
I just make sure if there's like any surface to touch. I just do this to see if there's any dust mark.
There's not.
Oh,
This is the first room you have seen that is not covered in rust and dirt.
I guess
Well, I
I
know
just
some of
forgot to
the
Can you
candles are
describe the
lit.
picture that is the closest to this room? All these pictures of people. Which is the one
Oh.
that's closest to this room? Because I'm assuming they're associated.
There's a. Not sure who's here. There's a picture of a probably early 20s brown-haired female human-looking person in a ponytail, smiling. Looks like she might be at a sports center or something. Not taken here.
I think this is her room.
And in other news, water is wet.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Nope. It's not.
The object that the water is clinging to is wet.
Yes.
The water itself is not wet.
Correct.
I believe there was some scientists like actually saying that yes, water is indeed wet, but
Unless water is clinging to itself, it's not wet.
Alright, so you put your head in and it's cold and it's totally spotless, and when you touch the floor or whatever you touched to see if
Table.
it's dusty, it's not. So you went into the room?
no, I just merely tried to stick my hand in. I'll be honest, I'm a little creeped out. Why is the hallway warm? It's like bone chilling, deathly
Because
cold.
nobody's using this space right now.
And then why waste your energy to heat a room for a dead person?
I think they had something wrong with the systems or something. You know, so they shut down
Well, I guess
because
the
the
room, or
panels
you
don't
guys
have
just looking
power. Someone's kind of
They could've-
shifting things, maybe shifting resources.
they
What's
could've
my psychic
run
ability
low on
tell me?
energy and only put in the parts they need.
Right, yeah.
Keeping the airlock.
Yeah.
Read me psychic.
Yep, that's why I did the dust check.
Sex
see
is
if
a
it was just
special
plain old
trait,
abandoned
2
or-
points. The Game Master should approve this trait. Trying to see another being's mind may resolve awareness reward. Target trait provides characters side trait also highly resistant to mental probing. So I can't, quote unquote, read the room.
No.
Or tell that there's any
I
other
think we
psychic
should-
creatures
I
in
think
the
we
room.
should walk down. I'm assuming these are all quarters, so I think maybe we should
Keep going around the hallway?
Well, yeah.
Alright, well,
And for good measure, closed the door again. Just I don't know. Big,
As you pull your head out from the doorway,
Mhm.
you hear kind of a rustling sound. Just kind of sounds like some sort of fabric moving.
in the room.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
And
seems
then
like
it's silent again.
seems
Did
like there
you
was some.
move?
What?
They're in the hallway.
Oh, so you're the only one that heard that noise.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
'cause he put his head in there.
Yeah,
That's
because he
about-
put his head in, and just as you were pulling your head out, you heard a slight rustling from inside the room.
I just heard like I don't know a rat or something in the room. Probably not a rat.
Rats in
But
space.
It sounded like I don't know something scuffling or something.
Space cats!
For all
Alright.
I know, it could be. But I know I heard something. And I'll be honest, I'm
Is
probably starting to get a little creepy.
a brave other character wanting to walk in there? I don't want to dominate. Okay.
I will.
So
Alright.
Rose
Alright.
and Mikey walk in side by side and bump into each other as they're fighting to see who goes in there first.
You go in, and the room doesn't really seem that cold to you. You feel kind of a warm breeze,
A breeze.
and then it stops.
Somebody's here. I tell the doctor somebody's here.
Wait a minute.
Basically, the room just heated up.
Oh, well that makes
Because
sense.
someone's here.
There's a body in the room. It now has a reason to allocate heat resources to. So the rustling was probably the heat churning on from his head sticking in there.
We turn on? No. Maybe? No.
And
Oh, that
if
makes
we leave
sense.
it long enough, it will start cooling again.
Oh, well, glad these things actually heat up a lot faster than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Nice next to level tech.
Yeah. Sixth
Next
level
time
pick.
zone.
Is that a heater or a cooler? I think that's a cooler.
That's
AC.
a cooler.
Okay, let's don't turn that one on.
Portable AC.
Yeah.
Library quiet.
It's pretty cool.
All right. So shall we go down the hallway? I'm pretty sure all the rooms are going to do the same thing.
Yep,
This is the Hall of the Dead.
yep.
Oh,
Welcome.
It's not.
we didn't know they're dead. They're not here.
It's probably more reasonable that. it's probably
Yes, that's
Denver or
right.
something.
Keep the optimism. That's why we love you.
Oh, yeah.
But before we continue on, can we at least close the door? I don't know, in case someone's following us. No one knows we're stuck in. Yeah, like that.
I get out of the room first.
I'd hope
Mikey,
so.
on the other hand, is going, hey, hey!
It's Mickey.
Mickey. All right, I let
Yeah.
Mickey out. And then close the door when he comes out.
Okay, I guess we'll continue on. I mean, it's just boring hallway. Nothing's here.
And as the 10th Doctor, you actually do call him Mickey and not Ricky.
Right.
Because you got it right.
And I probably shouldn't be using this as my screwdriver since it's green and it disappears every time I hold my hand up.
Green screen. Poof.
Oh, yep.
Here, you want this one instead? I'm sure it'll work.
Oh yeah, that will just completely disappear. There you go. Now I got my screwdriver that won't disappear.
Here, a ye olde
It actually,
screwdriver.
it does look because it's all wibbly, timely, wimey.
Oh, even the yellow one just
wobbly.
goes away. Alright. Where's that white one? Where's the little sign-in book? Oh, it's right up there. Gosh. Yes! And I can see a silvery object. Alright, I will try not to go up in the air with it. I got my sonic screwdriver.
When you see there's other decorations as well hanging from the ceiling, not just photos, but just like anything. It looks like personal possessions almost, but nice ones.
Okay. Anything stick out? Ding, 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 ding. Actually playing a violin. No, xylophone. Ding, 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 ding.
No, I don't think so. You don't really notice anything like specific.
Not like an overly large die 20 hanging up there.
No, but you do have to duck out of the way of them because the pictures are all hung at face level.
Right. You just dodge and after them. On the back sides, are there anything like names and dates?
Yes, but I do not. I can. Tanya, age 28, Lincoln Park, on Earth, New Earth.
New Earth.
No.
Oh, we're real up there.
How many are there?
Well, you see multiple pictures of the same people as you go down the hallway.
Okay.
But there are tons of pictures.
Okay.
But a lot of them have the same people in them.
So it's probably all the pictures I had.
Yeah.
Can I examine the candles to see if there's a lot of wax at the bottom of them?
Oh, have they been burning for a long time?
Yeah.
Are they ever burning candles? Are they choker candles you can't blow out? What? I just wanted to see. Somebody relight this.
Well, based on what I know from this, the candles
Go ahead, blow one out,
are
I dare you.
probably
Do it.
ones that would last forever.
Okay.
Can I blow it out?
Go for it. That candle is no longer lit.
Okay, so we relight it. Take a taper, relight it. Just had to know.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Well, because these candles don't seem to
Book
have
up
racks on
later.
them, I'm slightly curious about them and if they're even like normal candles or just like electric candles. So I put my hand slightly above one of the flames. Is it hot?
Yes.
Okay, not like to the point where it's burning. Okay, I'm just.
You saw that it was flame. I blew out the flame and relit it.
And he did.
Yeah, but the wax is melting, so it's probably the wax that's the different, not like flame or wick.
How is it attached to the wall? Where?
It's sitting on the floor.
Oh, okay.
They're sitting on the floor, spaced evenly along the window space edge of the.
It's obviously made from Algocian wax, which comes from the ears of the Algocian beetle. They have very big ears.
I was about to say, beetles don't normally have ears, but I'm also using earth beetles. Why would someone call a beetle when it's not a beetle? They probably changed the definition 5 times already.
They're wondering the same thing about our earth bugs.
Probably. By the way, I think we stuck around this hallway long enough. Let's go to
I agree.
whatever's the end of this hallway.
Let's go to the door all the way at the end of the door, the hallway.
Alright, so you're continuing all the way down the circle,
Mhm.
avoiding touching the pictures,
Yep.
which randomly seem like they're in a breeze for a moment. At least the higher up ones do, and then stop.
And I didn't notice anything with my magic wand, aka the sonic screwdriver, or my psychic ability, or nothing like that. There's nothing registering. Okay.
Wait, did I actually notice the slight waving?
It's only the ghost. Stop worrying.
No, I was just mainly curious. Are like space things supposed to be like airtight and not like have a breeze?
Yes. Well, there is a ventilation system.
Oh yeah, duh.
Otherwise, you would be.
Oh yeah, it's
And you
choking
and
on
there's
a lack of
gravity
air.
made, which means this is a spinning one, probably.
And that's
Not
why
that
we're
you
going.
you can feel it, but they can't
Yeah.
feel it. You can feel time of the universe in the space station.
So we walk all the way down to the
The next
other docking bay door.
there's a door.
Actually, let's check the supply closet first, to the left, where I'm assuming is if since we came from a supply closet that was I'm assuming symmetry. So I checked the door directly to the left or right of the docking bay, the opposite of the window. That one right there.
Oh. Okay, there we go. Wait, you're going. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. There we go.
Can I remove
Alright.
the yellow sticker from here? Or does that say store 2? Never mind.
Soon you will be able to remove that sticker, but it is not the same thing.
Okay.
Well, oh, that other one that you bypassed.
Well, we didn't go. We didn't
Yeah,
have
you
a
didn't
door
go on
access
that
there,
one,
so
that's fine.
we have to just look at the one on the
Yep.
far end. Okay.
Yep. All right. As you approach that door, you start hearing the clanking of plates and cutlery, getting louder as you get closer, and the chattering of several people. The door is closed though.
Yay!
So you
Food!
hear what sounds like people eating on the other side of that door. Clanking plates, cutlery, talking. A lot of people talking at once.
I want to go in.
So I'll let you introduce yourself.
You open the door, and it's silence. And
That's
it's
an
a
almost-
dark room.
Okay, Doctor, how do you explain this set of logic? Now it's starting to just...
I think I've already mentioned ghosts.
Well, it's very okay. There is some light. It's very dim though, but it looks like, from where you're standing, it looks like there's a bunch of. You can kind of see there's tables, and it looks like the shape of people sitting at tables. But you'd have to get closer. You'd have to go in the room to see anything.
Well,
We heard it's dinner time.
go in.
As you walk in, let's see here. It looks like you found the missing crew. In the dim lighting, it seems like the place is packed with people sitting at the tables, eating, except they're not moving. They're just very still.
Staring at
And
us.
as you walk in the room, I need an awareness roll from each of you.
Okay.
Just awareness plus your roll.
Now, just as a clarification, I did not, when I did my is there anything wrong with the time and space, didn't notice that this whole place was frozen in time, did I?
You did not.
Or shifted slightly out of time so that they're in one time and we're in another.
Yeah, with your roll, you did not notice anything like that.
Quick
14.
thing. I got keen senses. Would I add +2 to that?
Yes.
Okay. 4 + 5 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15.
10. And if my psychic helps at all, because there's people here.
Basically, I need to know who has the highest roll.
I got 15.
14.
Which works, because you were
7.
the first person in the room, weren't you?
Yep.
So that makes sense. No one else is over 15?
Nope.
Okay. So, you get closer to the tables, realize that everyone in the room is dead. Their bodies have been propped up in chairs. Rotting food is left in front of them.
Told you they were dead.
They're very dead.
I was
Their
expecting-
bodies are rotting too.
Oh.
But someone might have want to check them, I suppose.
Yep.
That would be a resolve medicine check.
I'm sure it stinks in here.
Anybody
does.
better doctor than I am?
Although, actually, you know what? It only does as you get closer to them. The air filter system seems to be effective. It's got a good HVAC system.
17 on the to identify the dead bodies are dead.
Okay, good. You made it.
How
you see,
dead?
They have not
They're
died.
dead, Jim.
They didn't die here. They've been placed here, and in some cases fixed in place using such things such as wire in their sleeves to create poses.
Do they look like they were hurt, like mutilated type,
Methods of death.
or just plain rotting?
Need resolve med check.
Do I need to re-roll since I've already did an examination, or?
So I'm doing
Yours was
resolve.
seeing. Ended up seeing that they didn't die here.
Right. Okay.
8.
What's the black nurse? That was the nurse,
Martha.
Martha. We need Martha here.
Let's go get her.
Sure, we'll just hop back in the TARDIS and go. But meanwhile, I want to take a closer look at these bodies.
Yeah,
and
you don't really. I mean, you can't tell
You
what
can't
they
tell.
died from with an 8.
Okay, so
I look around the room. What else is
Yeah, I'm
In the
looking around.
room,
I'm
like-
starting to get a little.
what did you say it was? Resolve and medicine?
medicine? Yeah.
Okay, so that's 5. That's 8 plus 9, 17.
Okay. So it looks like
I am a doctor after all.
it is. Looks like they. Most of them have been burned with that energy weapon blast
Okay.
Oh.
or multiples.
I'm also assuming we're not alone.
And looking through the room, I mean, you just see it looks like. I mean, the room was set up to. It looks like they're having
A cafeteria,
a
though.
proper cafeteria meal, except that they're all dead and the food is all rotting in front of them. They have plates of food set out in front of them. They have wires holding them in poses like they're
I think
eating.
it's to make someone feel like they're not alone.
Right? Somebody's very lonely. That's a very good observation. Are these also the people that are in the pictures?
I'm gonna go
They're
back and get
rotting.
one
I
of
don't
them.
know if you probably
I'm gonna go back and get one of the pictures so we can check it.
against a rotting corpse.
I don't know. Might help.
Depends on how.
Do any of them have name tags?
We got
Well,
clothes,
they
hair.
have clothing that matches
Name
what
tags?
what would
Does anyone
assume
have
would be
name
crew member
tags?
clothing.
Right. Name
And-
tags, badges.
Here, I'll
So let's say it have a badge of some sort.
Yeah.
I'll go on and grab one of the photos. Be right back.
He grabs a
Never
photo,
leave
sets off
the
all the
room.
alarms, and now the monster attacks.
Yay.
Ooh, check it out.
I would literally just be.
I'm going to remove the sticker that says this is the dining room.
That wouldn't be too far away. Just
A
like
mess, it says.
Oh, wow.
I think most of us
Right.
are
5-10 feet.
Right. Well,
dark blue's back running this way.
I mean, those photos were all through the hallway, right? I just
Yep.
go back in the hallway, grab one.
I need an awareness and.
From him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As he's comparing the picture to bodies.
Okay.
No, I was just simply grabbing the picture, and then to bring into the cafeteria.
Okay, awareness and what?
Well, I thought he was comparing the picture to bodies, trying to see if it matched.
But he
up.
brought
Oh.
the picture, so one of us can do the comparison. So what do they need to roll on?
Yeah, awareness and. Medicine, maybe?
I would go with medicine.
Yeah, medicine I think is the best option there.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 10, 13.
Yeah, you actually find one that you think could be that person.
Okay. I mean, I think I tried doing the name tags over the face because the face disfigured. I don't think name tags are going to be changing much.
Hope
The
not.
rest, some have scorch marks on them.
Fair enough.
Mickey, any thoughts?
Nope.
But the photos and the name tags do seem to match, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is our mausoleum.
Is anyone still confused about
How
why
many
there's
bodies
clinking
does it
of
look?
silverware?
There's not anymore.
Wait.
I know.
But,
Oh yeah.
How many bodies?
Psychic Echo.
Okay.
And I want to look around what else is in
The room.
the room.
Under the table. Behind the furred silver's cart. You lift up the little thing and goes, oh, there's an eyeball. And it moved to look at me.
You're just like, I'm trying to see how many people.
I get the feeling we're some B-rated slasher film.
Like
It's actually real.
It's actually C-rated.
Is there anyone sitting in here?
Well, you
Are
get
all
what
the
I mean.
bodies sitting around the table dead?
Except for the one.
Stop. Stop.
Love you.
Well, you can tell that this is enough people to staff this place if it was just lightly staffed. If they were fully staffed, then there would be more people for a space station of this size.
And all the people sitting around the table are dead.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. What else is in this room? Is it just cafeteria stuff?
Yep. Just the mess hall, which you can take the sticker off of.
I did.
If you want. Okay.
So should we go back into the other loading bay and then head towards the center?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah, you don't necessarily know.
I know that there's a curve.
Yes.
If it's a curved space
Oh,
station,
yeah.
it's going to be a circle.
Okay, yeah.
And if there's a circle, there's a center.
Do you want to go back or you want to go forward to the next docking bay?
Forward to the next docking bay.
Right, it's spooky.
All right.
I'm not
Where
scared.
are we going?
The door is not
I
locked.
am.
The door is not locked. Same
Okay.
with the mess.
Are we
just like
going
mess
to the
hall.
docking bay?
Yep, we're going to the docking bay so we can go down the center.
No, wait, but we're here.
So we have to go back out in the hallway.
Oh, there's only one door there.
Yep.
Mhm.
And back into the docking bay.
Okay.
Is there a
So-
spaceship in this one?
Here, you need to open
There's
the door.
not.
I am. Diddly-diddly.
And it looks pretty much just like the other one, except the rust, dirt, and scorch marks are different. And now that you've seen scorch marks on the body, you're starting to recognize that there's scorch marks on the walls. It's not just dirt. Some of it
Yeah,
is scorch
there's
marks.
been
Gotcha.
combat here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There was a running combat
So
throughout
we
the whole place.
all, we're all going in?
Sure, I think we
Yes.
should stick
Why
together.
Yep.
And once again, it's nice and decently lit, at least compared to that hallway.
Mm-hmm. So we can either check the
So where are we
next
going? 'Cause we
room.
have, there's
Two
three other doors. No, there's three other doors.
Okay.
Than the one we just came in.
One of them presumably leads to more corridor. The one down the center probably leads to the center. So let's check the one on the right first, just so I'm not leaving something suspicious behind me.
All right.
Fair enough.
So the one next to the one you're assuming goes to the
Mhm.
center. All right. That door is. Let me see if it's locked.
Come here, Schnooks. No, we shouldn't be eating online. They can't. These things pick up every chew noise, and people hate it. I know. Annoying's half the battle. Go, Joe. I cast detect DM plot device.
Is this a mic?
Yes, that is a mic.
It's not on now.
She turns it off in between.
Oh, by the way, that the tech from level 6 was called transponder technology. The one that was implanted in our head.
Okay.
Just spotted that on my skim looking for this.
Ooh,
part.
I hate to say this, but was there any transponders that looked like they were about to fall out?
Yes.
Not it.
Did you take one?
Yes.
Okay.
If I don't have to actually cut somebody open to bread, if I can just pluck it and clean it with a napkin that's already on the
Leave
table.
the room.
They're only empty husks. What are you guys all squeamish about? There's no such things as ghosts. I keep telling you that.
Yeah, but you actually did say there were such thing as ghosts, and now you're...
I said they could be. It's not the same thing.
The door
Well, I
is
guess
not
fair
locked.
enough.
Okay. Does transponder open the door?
Yeah.
Excuse me one
Oh
second.
wait, no, because it actually has to be hooked up to your brain to work. So no, it doesn't do anything.
Excuse me
Put
one
it in,
second
put it
before
in.
you go into the room. I need to go to the bathroom. Quick second. Too much water.
Okay.
Very, very quick.
So while he's gone, I'm going to insert the transponder into the back of his neck.
Go.
Just to see if it works. Yeah. No.
No one got a
The
hammer?
doctor doesn't do that much
No.
unrequested surgery. But I do wave my wand. Yeah, it sounds just like that.
You can pull the sticker off that room now if you want.
Okay.
This one?
Mhm.
This one?
Yeah.
Medical. No.
Yes.
Is that where we
It
are?
should be medical.
Oh,
That's the
okay,
sticker
yeah,
you were supposed
yeah,
to
okay.
remove. It should say medical underneath. Guess what machines they have in this room?
Needles.
Ones that implant transponders.
Beds. Chairs.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously.
Now I'm not it.
Okay, I'm sure that was
I'm
great for the
That
microphone.
killed the mic.
That was the sonic screwdriver. I won't play that
A little
twice.
too loud.
Holy cow.
Setting 4,000.
I just blew the door away. Oops.
And anyone watching.
So, we're in the med room. Looks like this is where they implant the transponders. Did they do anything else? Surgeries, healthy things, or is this just a one-stop stick in a... Why would they put a transponders in on the station? Wouldn't that be something you do before you got to the station? Or no, I guess when you restock, you get people there. And, and you
Well,
recruit
they're
some-
for that station.
Yeah, exactly.
The doctor can make an ingenuity knowledge roll.
So 15 to start with, and 15, 19, 20, 21.
Right, you actually find, in one of the cases that didn't get completely demolished, because this room is very torn apart.
There are obviously combat scorch marks everywhere. Okay.
But you think you could make one of these machines usable in about an hour. Wait, you could make the whole room usable in about an hour.
Okay.
As a functional medical lab. And you actually find spare transponders in one of the cases that didn't get destroyed.
But they have to be hooked up to somebody's brain to make them work.
And the install thing is there. And you know it is a very simple automated procedure.
Ken says, ouch, my ears, bad job, bad.
Told you.
Yeah, that.
Told you.
That was an evil. That was a bad screwdriver.
Quick
Bad
question.
dude. Bad dude.
If the installation process is simple, is the uninstallation process simple? Or?
Equally simple.
Oh,
Anybody want a transponder?
No, thank you.
Mickey? You want a transponder, don't
Mickey
you?
tries anything.
Mickey likes it.
well, if it's going
Let
to
me
be
know if
easily
anyone
simple,
wants to try.
is there any lasting side effects or anything? Just make 100% sure.
No. The
No,
only
no,
lasting
no
side
effects
effects is
at
you'll
all.
always be able to walk through doors.
That have this
These
technology.
doors.
They have this technology. Yes.
You'll be able to walk through
Here.
doors in.
You can walk through any unlocked open door.
Only these ones because they're programmed.
Oh,
They're programmed for this base
Yeah.
station.
I know Mickey wants one.
Although the one he picked up out of
Yeah.
someone's head probably
I'll take
has
one.
more
Oh no, I
No.
won't take that one.
All
I'll
right.
get a fresh one.
I'm starting to set the room up for surgery because Mickey says he'll take a transponder.
Why?
I don't want to use the screwdriver every time I come to a door, do I? Fine, I'll use the screwdriver.
You do have to if no one wants a transponder.
Mickey wants a transponder. The rest of the party's worried about me spending an hour on his surgery.
Wait, an hour?
No, an hour fixes up the room so it's a functional medical lab.
The actual insertion is really
But
quick.
the rest of the lab is also will be set up in an hour. Like you could make the entire room fully functional as a medical lab within the hour. So if you needed healing and anything, it would be a usable room.
Because if one of us gets injured, we have a place to come back to.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna spend the time to fix up the room.
I don't see anything rushing out to get us.
Nope.
Does anybody disagree with the concept of at least having a functioning medical lab might be a good idea?
I wouldn't mind a functioning anything room, just as a breather room.
Yeah. So, unless I have somebody tell me no, I'm going to fix the room.
I'll help
Yeah,
this.
sounds good.
Okay. 1 hour later, when minus the wandering monsters.
Let's see. Let's roll for.
Ghost.
So I have a functioning med lab if we can fix anybody, and Mickey gets a temporary transponder.
All right.
Wait a minute, I wouldn't mind one either. I mean, that's one of these things I have out these doors. It's just, there's no manual option. You can't just open them normally.
Who's getting one first?
Mickey is first, and I am giving the
He's
highest.
the one person I can't pull aside and tell him something without everyone else hearing.
You can text him.
Oh yeah, text him. There you go. You can go talk text.
Email me your text message. Thanks, so she can message you. Phone number.
Text message.
Me?
Yes, so she can send you a text message.
Because you're the one person I can't pull aside to tell you something.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. And I will need a roll from you as well. I need that book.
Do I need a roll, or the victim needs a roll?
He needs one. Because obviously, she's gonna see, Lady DeSouza's gonna see if anything bad happens before she gets hers.
Oh, there you go.
I assume.
I am a
actually
very
more-
good doctor. Ingenuity 9, medicine 3.
I'm honestly more concerned about any potential privacy issues and how easy it might be to remove.
It is it's as easy to remove as it is to put in. And,
Okay.
and the roll for that, by the way, if the doctor does it, he can't fail. Because his ingenuity is higher than the target number.
Just my ingenuity, not even adding my medicine.
But it's ingenuity plus medicine, and it is seriously, that's it.
Unless you'd rather me did it on my phone, so you're not sending me your phone number. Okay.
But first I might not have to send him anything, depends on his roll.
Okay, so you need to make a roll.
It will be a resolve convince roll.
I rolled. You need my roll?
Yep, and can I see his character sheet real quick?
No, that's not
Oh,
him.
sorry. I forgot.
No applicable traits. Alright, what is your roll?
8.
Wow.
You need a 9.
Just so you know, that was a disastrous fail. Would you like to spend story points to bring that up?
I'll spend
Yes.
one.
So, is that 8 to include your other traits?
No.
Oh, that's just
No.
the dice?
It was just dice.
Okay. I was like, wow.
Alright, so what was he rolling against?
It was resolve and convince.
So 4, 5, 6, 8 plus 6, 14.
Okay, that is not a disastrous result.
His head did not explode.
So his total was, did you say 14 or 16?
14.
14? Okay.
And I am putting the highest rank one I can. Let me give him
I
all
will.
access.
I will spend a.
And, okay, so one story point will bring it from bad to a failure. If you look at the...
It was already bad.
Yep.
The 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3.
If you spend an extra one, you can get up to a success. You can't bring it higher than that.
Okay. So 2.
Alright.
My surgery was perfect.
Alright.
What is your problem?
Right. Well, it got plugged into your brain, you were, here we go, let's see, assaulted with images and data of 1,000 planets in one go as the computer linked up with your head, and suddenly you were just bombarded
gotcha.
with data.
Now you know everything.
Yay.
Tell us.
Should we leave?
Let's see here. So you did not fail.
Good use of story points.
Well, he is kind of my boyfriend.
Kind of.
Yeah.
On a good day.
It's okay, Mickey. It'll be fine. You're gonna be just
Breathe.
Breathe.
You're gonna have a space puppy.
Alright, so since he staggered a bit, but nothing bad seemed to happen, are you getting your transponder?
I'm gonna ask him, so was like painless? Anything cool happen?
I know Kung Fu.
I know.
You cannot access the data that went through your head. You just kind of remember flashes of images, like someone just showed a slideshow of
Everything.
50 bajillion images in 10 seconds.
Ooh, that seems interesting. Sign me up.
And it almost knocked you out.
So you don't need to send him a message?
I don't.
Okay.
Sign me up.
But let's see how he does.
Sign me up. Promise me that it will be easy to remove.
Hey, with my ingenuity, I can take off your head. I mean, I'm not going to do that, but I could do it. Okay.
Okay, happen to me.
Try not to
Now I
scream.
need your
9.
dang it.
Oh, we're done.
Resolve, convince.
We have 9 minutes.
Well, set up took, or going through the stuff took time as well. And
Yes.
Right, I need to roll against you. So it's, resolve, convince.
Okay. So I'll roll. I'm gonna spend one of these things to roll 2 more dice.
Story point.
Story point.
Yep.
Because I rolled a 2 and a 1. I'm like,
Oh.
oh come on.
Okay, but
A 3 and a 1.
3 and a 1.
In the future, you do need to decide if you want to add more dice, I believe, before you actually roll.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
because that actually gives more dice.
'Cause,
Does
it
it?
gives
Okay.
you more dice.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
You changed the results.
I'm allowing it this time because you don't know what you're rolling against.
Okay.
Because it's a different roll than him, because I had to roll for something else. I had to roll for your difficulty, basically.
Okay. Well, 3, 5, 6, 7, 6 is 13, and it's convince, right?
Mm-hmm.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, that is better than a success. That is a good.
Nice.
So, these images flash by, and you're like, "What was the big deal, Mickey?
Yeah.
Seriously, that was kind of cool."
Yes.
I mean, it didn't bother you in the slightest. It was just, okay, that was kind of neat.
Yep.
And then it stops.
Now I can actually go through all these doors without having to wait around for a doctor to do everything. Right?
Yeah, that is correct. You should be able to now open unlocked doors.
Woohoo!
Okay, so we head straight down the center aisle and get us into the center of the computer, or the...
Well,
Does it
so-
work? Does this
And when you
does
go
this
to that
thingy
door,
work?
that door does not open.
Oh.
That door is locked.
So despite the highest access possible I could give both of them,
Correct.
it's still locked.
Yes.
Okay, I unlock it, which means I have to roll what?
Hold on, let me check that one.
I have a feeling we're going to have to ask you to come back.
I think so.
We want to finish the story. And we could find Dr. Hawk, who was asleep on the TARDIS and came out.
Alright, so unlocking those locked doors is... I just gotta find where they are.
My ingenuity plus technology, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
So I start with a 13.
Okay, that does not auto-succeed.
Okay. So 20.
I don't remember the number, but I know it was still in the teens, so...
Okay.
So that will succeed.
Thank goodness I'm not using those wooden locks. That'd be awkward. I'm on a spaceship, but I'm
Yeah,
defeated by a
yeah.
wooden lock.
Alright, so you open the door.
Now we got this long hallway.
There's a long corridor to the center.
Do we see
Well,
anybody?
presumably to the center. I don't believe these ones actually have windows. I believe this is just a long metal corridor
With light?
with light. Although, not great lights. This one also has some lights hanging out of the ceiling, but they're kind of flickering, making it look like a horror movie. You know, flickering lights here and there. Some of them are out completely. Some of them, the wiring is hanging out of the ceiling.
I'm beginning to think that somebody suffers from photosensitivity.
I'm gonna check through my resourceful pockets and hope I have a flashlight randomly available.
Alright. I don't recall what the rule is for...
He has a flashlight.
Oh.
You have a flashlight.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone
Well,
who
I'd
has
have
a
to
cell
keep
phone
flipping
has
it
a
open
flashlight.
every minute, and it's not very far. But you know, I can just do this and it'll
Yeah,
reopen.
but you're also the lady. You have a smartphone.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
You're-
Or
you're-
I like.
Actually,
I mean-
no. In the episode, she had a flip phone. Because he used it to call the unit.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, you know why? Not trackable.
So
Mm-hmm.
so 3 feet. That's exactly why I carry
No
a flip phone.
GPS,
Yeah.
no GPS
I'm
tracker.
equally paranoid.
That's exactly why I flip
So
phone.
3 feet light radius. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see if I have something better than 3 feet light radius that needs to be reset every minute.
If you
So,
want to learn
let
your
me-
character before next time we end up playing, watch I believe it's called The Planet of the Dead.
I believe
David
I've seen
Tennant
that, but I've
special
also
episode.
forgot it. So I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's the only one that she's in. So.
Yeah, we're gonna need to rewatch some old Doctor Who's before our next game.
Resourceful.
So you have the light on your flashlight, lights up the corridor more than the lights in the ceiling that are flickering in and out, and some of them
Even if it's only 3
some
feet,
of them hanging down.
if it's only 3 feet distance.
It's a little bit of light, especially in the areas where there isn't a light.
Hmm.
I think it's 3
Someone-
feet of bright light.
Someone else's phone might do better.
Mine have super phone.
Yes, you do. Yours would be better.
I'll turn mine
Well,
on.
I'll spend a sorcery point to say that I have a.
Sorcery.
I love that. That
I mean,
was awesome.
a story point to say that I have a flash. That I have that I have a flashlight because.
And
I could have some.
honestly, in her backpack, she's probably got a flashlight.
Oh yeah.
I can almost guarantee it. She had a grappling hook in it.
No,
And a
I'm fine.
shovel, a folding shovel.
Unfortunately, it says my stuff's in, but I got the resourceful pocket, so I'm saying that I'll have to spend a story point to get something like that.
Yeah. To have what you get.
But hey, now I have more than 3 feet distance, and we all got a
But yeah,
decently high-powered flashlight.
yeah, your resourceful pocket, I think, is technically a backpack.
Yep.
Resourceful. Alright.
Just like my jacket, never leave home without one.
Well, if you want to check that next door.
Oh, of course we do, because we want to wrap it up with at least some
Mhm.
knowledge.
So
So,
I have to scan it.
okay.
Well, I mean, you try to open it, it fails. Or
Okay,
it
so
fails
I gotta
when
try to
either
lock-
of them walk up to it.
So I try to unlock it again.
I think our access is only for the hallways.
Okay. And so 13 is my minimum, so that's 22.
And you realize this door is deadlock sealed. You cannot open it with your sonic screwdriver. There is a control panel next to the door that is not lit up.
So we need to provide electricity to it.
Or go around.
One or the other, presumably.
So, superphone.
Yes?
If I've upgraded to a superphone, that means it's got the best battery in the universe.
And you hear a clanking noise coming from the room you just left.
Anybody want to check that out while I'm getting this locked open?
I'll check it out.
So I'm going to use my technically
Is
adept
everyone finishing dinner?
with my ingenuity plus technology. So that's going to be 15 to start with. And I'm going to try to use, and I will use a point, a story point from my sonic screwdriver to give me, how many more dice?
2,
2 more dice?
I think.
Yes, 2 more dice for the first one. And I'm going to use the battery from her smartphone, which never dies, and power up the light panel.
You're trying to wire it together. Let me.
Yeah, just trying to get the patterns.
Because you find that it is not even. It's not just unpowered. It's not even connected to power. All the wiring is basically.
Right, which is why I'm providing power to it.
So you notice this was different than the other ones that didn't have power.
Okay, so this
Power
one was
and power.
deliberately removed from the power grid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm bypassing that and making power.
I think you said that for the other ones, though.
No, the other ones don't have power, but that's just because
I thought you said we'd have to rewire or
power is
something.
not being directed to them.
Mm.
But they're still connected to the system, but presumably the central computer of the system could turn it on if they wanted to.
Plus my 13 plus 17, 30.
Alright, hold on, I have to find it. Alright, so coordination and technology to run the power, to run the lines. So you might have to change your result there.
Okay.
The roll can stay the same, but it's
Coordination and technology?
Yeah.
Oh, my ingenuity is a lot better. So that's okay. So actually, that's 10, 25.
Okay, you have got power to the keypad. Now you have to hack your way in. Ingenuity plus technology.
Another story?
I have a technology bonus.
Is it better than a 4?
I don't know. It's just one of my attributes.
Okay.
So he gets like a +2 to anything he's doing to hack technology.
Technology?
Yeah, so do I.
So it's not a trait.
But you want to try?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so your technology plus is what?
Ingenuity.
Ingenuity. And
+2 for the hacking thing that Nikki has.
I'm going to spend
I think it's a +2. If anyone wants to look it up, they can.
It is.
Okay.
Got a quick question. Since this is tech level 6 stuff and it's tech level 5, is there going to be any kind of penalty or anything?
No, that just means you were familiar with tech level 5 because that is where you
okay.
were born and raised.
I'm going to spend a story point for the like this doctor being instructed useful skill.
Mm-hmm.
But you are the doctor.
Right. But you'll use your attribute plus skill rating of the person who instructs you. So he gets to use my 9 ingenuity.
Oh, you're instructing him.
Right. So he gets to
Gotcha.
use my 9 ingenuity on his roll instead of a 2 ingenuity.
Nice.
Okay.
Because I'm burning a story point to make that happen.
All right.
So that's 18.
Okay, you did not get the door to open.
So I should try?
I haven't spent any story points yet. Can I spend some?
Yes.
Okay, I want
Wait,
to
so
spend
you-
some.
What was your total? Again, 18?
18.
Alright.
So this is 9
And it is
plus
a bad,
2.
It is currently a bad failure.
Can I help?
Well, he can use a story point to bring it from bad to just a failure, and another story point, I guess, can bring it from failure to success.
Do you want to burn 2 story points?
I'll burn
Yes.
one. I'll burn one.
So it's a group effort here. Okay. So we got to a basic success.
Okay,
have
so
15.
basic success.
What did he have? He's only got 12. I've got 15.
Alright, you are able to get the door to open. Very slowly. And,
Monsters running up the hallway behind us.
the superphone is flickering, like it might be having some trouble.
Like,
Oh,
oh my
the
gosh,
battery?
I'm draining the
Mhm.
internal battery.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you break
Because
my
it wasn't
phone.
it wasn't technically he didn't just the battery lasts much longer and has a lot more power, but it does still die.
Okay.
She needs to charge it every once in a while.
You're going to have to recharge this after this.
Usually in the TARDIS.
I'm sure.
You
sure
did
it
say
is
something
the
about rustling in the
I
back.
did.
So I'm probably gonna head back and check. I'm pretty good at noticing stuff. I'm not like gonna go too far. Just
You're also the best combatant in the group.
yeah, I probably am.
Probably.
So checking in the back, peeking my head around, looking both ways. Do I roll for something to see if I see anything?
Yeah.
It's really obvious that the monster that's chewing on your head is not nice.
So,
I was about to say if it's already there, I would have noticed.
so awareness and what was it again? Oh wait, actually in this case it's just awareness and if you have a trait to go with it.
Keen senses. Just pure awareness? Okay.
Plus keen senses gives you another plus 2.
Yep. So going with a +6. This seems
You
like
want to use a story point? Give you 2 more dice?
yeah, it seems like something might be dangerous, and I don't want to get the jump on us, if it's even there. Oh well, better safe than sorry. As I get some very nice rolls. Double 6, double 4.
That's 10.
So
20. On the dice.
10, 20,
Nice.
26.
Alright, well, there is nothing in that docking bay, but, there was one door in that room that you guys didn't look at, right? It was the one that you were assuming continued around the circle?
In the docking bay?
This
Yeah.
one right
Yeah,
here.
because-
This
other
door,
hallway.
the
Yeah,
hallway.
because you came from one side, you went to medical, then you went down the middle one, so there's one door you haven't gone to, it was closed, it's now open.
Oh.
But you do
We,
not see anything moving or, and you don't hear any more noises.
This way.
just making sure, we definitely did not open that door, right?
This way.
We opened several doors. Which door are you talking about? Yelling all the way down the hallway.
With your roll, you were certain that you did not, that door
Okay.
was closed when you left that room.
So, something that wasn't us opened a door that we haven't opened.
Maybe it was us.
No, it wasn't us. 100% certain. We've yet to go that way, but the door's open.
That-
I
that
meant
was
from
a,
opening this.
Fantastic
What if
success.
Oh.
this was like a
That
master,
was not a hard roll.
you know?
So, what she's suggesting is that we open up this door, the air pressure pulled open the other door.
But that noise happened before you opened this door while you guys were hacking this.
Also,
the
the
noise?
fact that a sliding door wouldn't be pulled open by an
Yeah.
air pressure.
Yeah, that too.
Well, no, I
Kind
meant.
of the point of
Yeah.
those doors, probably,
Okay.
Yeah.
so that they could close and if there's a breach.
So, I look into the door that we just opened and going, we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay, I
You
will,
see a sta-
I'll
okay.
I'll stay here just to make sure.
You see a stairway to your right, a stairway. They're both going down. Stairway to your right going down, stairway to your left going down, and a small door in front of you.
Okay.
Is that empty space in the middle?
Well,
Oh,
you don't
no,
know
there's
that.
doors
It's
there.
a door.
Yeah, I see doors there, so I don't see that there's empty space there. but I do see the stairwells. Okay. Do we go back towards the mysteriously open door, or do we go to and explore the area that we worked so hard to get to?
Do you come back and tell us?
You
I
kinda
mean,
yelled
I'm
it
literally
down.
just only poking my
Okay.
head around
Yeah,
the
we
door,
were-
so
Okay,
I'm still
alright,
there.
gotcha.
Well, group, do you want to explore the center of this place, or go investigate the scary noise?
Center.
I say we explore center. I'll just be in the back, making sure it doesn't
Sneak up on us? Okay. So you walk backwards.
And if we're gonna keep going, I have to use the
No,
Well, no, I'm just saying we need to end it here
Okay.
because it's after 9 o'clock and it's time to stop the broadcast.
I'm gonna make
We will
notes
negotiate when we can replay again.
I'm gonna make notes as to where you guys were.
Can we have a picture?
Yes, we can take pictures.
We
And
need Here, we put this over the door that opened mysteriously. And
Which is this
Yep.
one, yes.
and then here's one for the door you just opened.
are these different colors at least? Yep. Okay.
They're pink.
And James, can you possibly be here in person for the next one?
Yes.
All right. And we have to negotiate when, because I think Hawk has something planned for this Thursday, which would be this Thursday's not the next game
This
day.
Thursday is not the game day.
When's our next game day?
That would be next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Did Hawk have something else planned for that day?
No,
Will you
well,
put
we still
those dice
need
where
to
you guys
finish.
actually are, so I can take a picture of it?
I'm sorry, what?
Still
Put
need
the
Dan to
dice where
finish
you are,
AIM.
so I can take a picture.
They
Oh,
are.
yeah.
In the
Dan
hallway
needs
next
to run
that
AIM.
door that opened.
We'll talk to Hawk and see which one we want to run.
Because you're basically
Oh,
in the
I'm sorry,
corridor.
I moved. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you available on Thursdays?
Well, next week we could do Thursday is because Dan can only come on Thursdays.
Right. So next Thursday. I'll have to look at the calendar. But first, let me get a picture of this so I can send it to. Well, I don't need to send it to him. He's going to be here for the next one.
Send it to who?
I'll just get a picture for myself.
I guess I'll have to charge this when I get home.
Do we have a sonic screwdriver at home I should bring?
I have the 10th and the 11th.
Well, can you bring it next time? So I can play with it like a little kid?
Yeah.
Sure you want to do that?
All right, we will negotiate when we're going to have the next game. It will be on a Monday. And because next Thursday that we have a game day will have to be.
Might want to write like.
Can you put the dice in here, please?
-3 what?
those,
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Yep.
So you know? Did you use any
the
points? You
other one?
should. I wrote.
Yeah, make sure we know which points have been used, or how many points you have left.
Well, that's why I said
Yeah, or how many you've used.
-3 is what I put.
I think he's used two.
Minus
If you
1
guys
from
have used
story
enough of
and
them.
minus 1 from my screwdriver. All right.
Because if you guys have used a fair few of these.
Yeah,
We're
but they
not-
do exist to be used.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have. I'm just saying.
It's
guys-
being used.
Yep.
Heck,
Which
I
is
was
good.
hoping with a bit of luck and a good roll, I might actually see whatever a thing is a bit
Okay.
early and actually get to know what might be we're dealing
Is that
with.
yours?
Yeah, thank you.
But apparently it's still just a little too sneaky.
Training meeting. Training
is.
staff meeting.
That's assuming it's not just random computer glitches causing things to shuffle and open.
So the 13th is going to be when we'll be playing Eves of Mirkwood, which means that the 17th, Monday the 17th, if you could play.
I'm not certain I'm in town. I might be on the other side of the state for my brother's graduation.
Well,
I might be back by then. I'm not sure.
Can you
Okay.
grab the yellow pencil over there? That's mine.
but for now, that is our tentative next time to play Doctor Who. And to all of you who have been watching, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. Hawk, I hope you learned some of us using the mechanics, but we will hopefully get into some combat later, or at least a scenario that's combat potential.
There will be combat in this at some
Okay.
point.
That way we can
But
get
it's-
those mechanics out of the way as well.
Yeah, but most of, basically part 1 is all exploration.
Right.
Part 2 can go either direction depending on how you guys play your negotiating. And part 3 is definitely combat.
Go away. I don't-
Yes.
Or lots of running.
I was about to say, we could probably just be Scooby doing this.
Yes. You can get through this without combat if you do things.
And if Hawk gets to play, when we do play again, he will have been asleep in the TARDIS the whole time. Good night, dream well, and as Hawk would say, Namaste. Anybody else want to make their good night ratings?
Later.
Good night.
Good night.
Farewell.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, I